What is up, everybody? All right, we have quite a bit to look at today. So they added a new 3-star, and they added this guy as a new 5-star. I think you say his name's like Tolo Mayo or something like that. Music's a little loud. I don't know why the music was set to like 5% volume, but anyway, yeah, I think the P is silent, so not an easy one to say. But Tommy, yeah. I haven't actually seen his animations yet. I used the new 3-star to make the video and all that, but I haven't actually played FGO any other than that. So I'm gonna go check out his stuff now. Hopefully it's good. I have looked at his toolkit though. Raw Kane, thank you for the 26 months. And I like the 1, 2, 3. I don't remember how many months it was, but I know that was in there. And then Sleepy Blaze, 14 months. Thank you guys. Wow, 63 months on I like the 1, 2, 3. Jeez. But yeah, Raw Kane, thank you, thank you. Anyway, so he's in stage 1 or stage 2. His NP is AoE Buster. And Cookie Killer, thank you for the 33 months. I'm gonna finish this sentence, thank you. But anyway, if he is in stage 1 or stage 2, he's AoE Buster. If he's in stage 3, he's AoE Art. And then he goes into his stage 3 if he uses 3rd skill. So it's actually kind of awkward. So like, if you wanted, how do I put this? If you wanted to use his 1st or 2nd stage, right? But then you also wanted to use his 3rd skill. Oh, it's ST Buster, excuse me. But yeah, it's a little awkward because like, you can't use your 3rd skill if you want to remain Buster, right? So if you're doing like Veach, Oberim, you know, Merlin and all that, you can't use your 3rd skill, which means you can't use the battery, right? So yeah, it's a little awkward, but you can always do some funky stuff like start with Merlin because of challenge quest reasons, or start with Veach, right? And then use his single target stuff, and then you could use the 3rd skill and then cycle into like Castoria or whatever, and then use art stuff, right? So I mean, there's some interesting stuff there. We'll definitely play around with that. Like with budget, you start with Qin Gong, right? And once you cycle out, you maybe battery and finish off with arts, like have Mozart in the back. I don't know. I don't think that would be worth it, to be honest. We'll see. It is kind of awkward. I don't think it's always going to be like good. And with the Lolly Dragon, she really works because her like raw value is just so absurd anyway. So we'll just have to see how he does. The 5-turn cooldown, that's true. Yeah, that is fairly short, and you could use Atlas. So yeah, we'll see how it works out. But he looks awesome. I love his design. I guess we should start in stage 1 though, so we can like see all of his animations and stuff. We'll do like a solo first here just to see the animations, and then we'll they got some Edmund stuff going on there. Right, yeah, it actually changes your thing here. His 2nd stage is a little much. The hat, that's the helmet, that's a little much. I think we'll go with stage 1 for that one. Like the shield though, it's pretty cool. Nice hat, nerd. Yeah, it's pretty extreme. So, trying to think, I used maybe 350 to 400 SQ, right? And I stopped when I got in P5 of the 3-star, and I think I got him 3 times, which was pretty ridiculous. Yeah, I didn't roll that much, but I got him a lot. So you know what, well, Richard will die so fast though, but he's a good punching bag, I suppose. Just for seeing the animation. Yeah, it was some streamer luck. I used a summon ticket at the start, and I got 10th. So that was a thing. Actually, no. I didn't get 10th. I got Angry Cat. Angry, Antilante Alter. That's what I got. Alright. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons right now. Look, this UI is kind of a catastrophe. Can't have nice things like stainless. Yeah, but now you can't have nice things like stainless. Need George. Guess I won't bring Arash because it's not really a solo. It's more like showing off her animations here. Go Atlas. All right. Yeah, I do believe he is one of like Iskandar's generals, I think. Alexander the Great, you know. So theoretically, he's probably in Alexander the Great's NP. I assume he's in that form though, inside of Alexander's NP. George, buddy, we're trying to show off the new guy. We've seen your animations. They are good though. Here's a little reminder for anyone that's forgotten St. George's attacks. George animation showcase. I do like George. All right, let's see here. I like how chat's saying he's in like the Alexander the Great bit in the anniversary movie, and then people are like, no, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. It's like, yep, this is useful. What I expect, though. We'll open with the art card here. That's pretty cool. Damn. So it says though with Alexander's NP, like if this guy's inside of it, which I presume he is, he has his stats like a normal servant and all that, and he has his skill, his knowledge, all that stuff, but he won't materialize with his normal phantasms. But like whatever stats he has, whatever skill he has and all that, he keeps. We are gonna take some damage here. That's why you bring Arash though, because that can happen. This one probably hits harder, the silver one. His animations are really stiff. You can see like his whole body's not moving except the one arm. Yeah, that's not great. You can tell they're really not putting effort into his animations there. Some cool attacks, but it's just particle effect spam. Yeah, this is very Lancer. But yeah, this animation quality is pretty stiff. They're lazy. It is what it is. Let's do our quick here, then we gotta do quick after. That was cool. More of that, please. Like, that is really bad. That's like, that is so stiff. That does seem fairly low effort. There's a couple animations on the new 3-star that are a little, like her backflip looks a lot like Boudica's. It's not as bad because she doesn't flip as far. They're not terrible though, and it's hard to fuck up a gun, you know, shoot the damn gun. So hers are all right. Definitely better than his so far, which is sad to say. This skill looks really strong, at least for team play. The heal is for everybody. Magic ring, I see. All right. Let's see the Buster stuff. Hey, Lubadub. Oh, fuck. I couldn't see my YouTube chat. Let me move that. My apologies, YouTube. And yes, earlier that was Kai's theme from Guilty Gear. Fucking chest beam? Interesting. Definitely an excuse for them to not animate him again, but... He has a sword, lance, and shield, and he's an archer. Yep. I think that's mainly going to be, though, because of his third skill. Yeah, the animation quality here is not... I like the character, but yeah, the animations are not super good. God Force, yeah, that is how God Force was back in the day. That's why they added that extra attack, though, to like mimic it. I thought that was a really good way of like accommodating the people that liked the original. All right, let's see what we got now. Now we're a caster. So yeah, I don't... It is weird that he's an archer. It is kind of funny. Woo, that was pretty cool. My man have lost knowledge. Damn, they need to use this guy in a main story. Like, that could be pretty cool, honestly. All right, let's see the NP. We'll do art. I wonder what they're gonna do with like the Alexandria stuff. The drip tier list, pretty good. This is awesome for like a caster look. Okay, that was pretty good. Yeah, I love his drip. Like, if you're gonna do a caster, this is how you do a goddamn caster. Okay, the sandals suck, but everything else is good. I love the old sage look. Yeah, I love the beard. Honestly, I really like this guy. Like, he's really cool. I just wish his stage 1 and 2 were better, but I'll probably just stay in stage 3 for life. Unless I need the single target. Alright, we'll do quick, buster, and then we'll do buster, quick. Oh my god. Yep, I like this guy. God tier BM Buster. The disrespect, yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with these new characters, honestly. And gameplay-wise, he seems good, but he doesn't seem broken. Yeah, I think they put more effort into this stage than the other one, but them combined is why his animations are a bit stiff. Actually, let's do a rainbow here. I'm sure we could have killed the boss by now if I was actually being optimal, but we're here for the animations. Gil gonna be mad about that one. So I wish more characters had multiple extra attacks like Lu Bu does and a few others. Like, you don't see extras that much in team play, but I mean, you do see them. But I always like when you have 2 extras or more even. I like his third stage the most, just because like the old dude look, like wise sage, but still a badass caster and all that. I really like that. Now we go back to single target. I see that gives you a crit buff. Oh, so if you, okay, that means if you wanted to, you could start in stage 3 and do that to go straight into the, that's really interesting. So what you could actually do, actually, this is really, really interesting. What you could do is you could start in stage 3, start with like enough battery that will give you your NP, and then you're just a buster team. And then you start single targeting buster crit stuff, right? And your team's Veach and Oberon and Merlin and Waver or whatever, right? That kind of thing. That's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, honestly, gameplay-wise, I actually really like that now. Now that I kind of see how it works, that's not so bad. And you could do the opposite, too. If you're wanting to do pure AoE arty stuff, you start as this guy, use the third skill to get the battery and nothing else, and then go straight into stage 3. Yeah, I'm ready to Zeet the app. Might actually kill him here. I'm not that buffed up. No, he's probably gonna die here. Yep. If only those animations were better. That's my only complaint. Yeah, basically starting the opposite of what you want. Like if you want to be AoE, start in stage 1 or 2, and if you want to be single target, start in stage 3. Kind of silly, but yeah, that's definitely the way to do it. And if you want to mix it up, then it's just going to depend. The helmet is a bit much for me. It's a little too over the top. The 3-star is not limited. I don't know about him. I haven't actually looked. But the 3-star is going to be an FP summon once the banner is over. He is limited? Damn, that sucks. That's weird because, I guess his story is just going to be in the Grail front then, but that kind of sucks. I could show off the new 3-star, but we should do team stuff because I have the video, so I figure most people have seen the video. Let me, we'll jump on the ult account and fight Lobo with them. Yeah, Lobo is good for testing. It is what it is. We also got, we could do Hercules and Columbus. Because Lobo is bad in that, like, the evade really does fuck up your typical gameplay, but it does kind of force you to get more value than you normally would need. I guess we'll test the 3-star first, because we just used him. These command codes will do. Every time I hear this song, I want to go use Mori, but gotta mix things up occasionally, right? Why am I looking in 1.0? Yeah, they're gender bent, of course, but apparently it's not like really clear like what they actually did or didn't do. Like the legend's all kind of confused, but I think like most stories, they shot Nobu, but it hit like their armor or something, so they didn't die. Some nonsense like that. I think they're in the same ninja clan as the snake kiddo. All right, let's see. Gotta summon myself. By the way, I still like Tesla more than these two. I'm just saying. Very hard to overcome Tesla, honestly. Dude's badass is all hell. Yeah, I think it's like they're fictional, but they're like their stories are mixed in with real people, right? So it's kind of weird. I don't entirely get it. I'll have to look into it more. I mean, FGO, when it comes to how they list gender, is always pretty stupid at this point. They're like trying to be weird. I don't really pay it much mind. Alright, let me get our... Wait a minute, we're not soloing. Although I need to fix this anyway. Oh, the Craft Essence UI. Why don't they just have basic filters like FGO or Arknights does? Like, it'd make it so much easier. Like, just on the sides, you know, you can click the tabs. There's just so much wasted space here. It's unreal. And they're just never gonna address it. That's what really bothers me, is like they're not even trying to improve this stuff. Jesus Christ. Like, that is just so... Instead of having like 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5 star, like over here, you just click. Like an Arknights, you have to go into these menus and all this stuff. Absolute nonsense. Yeah, also, most of the CEs are bad. There's also that. Okay, well, she's only level 70. So, going to be a lower standard than what we normally, are looking at. But we've used Robin and Ushi here before, but I don't even remember how fast they cleared. Could start with Leonidas. That's not bad. I don't think she gets her damage bonus unless she's actually in the event content, because you can see it's not showing up here. So she's just vanilla 3 star right now. I mean, there's always Shakespeare. I don't see me using Qingong's NP. Alright, this seems decent. Does she want Anniversary Blonde? She has crits to... Oh, you know what? I should give her buff success chance. Her NP has a crap load of RNG effects on it. She's got her own skill, though, to give her buff success chance up. But then when she NPs, she loses it. So, if you NP more than once in a short period of time, you actually would want that command code. But I'm too lazy to go change that, so fuck it. I'm gonna go with what we got. I guess I'll do this. Because her skills are really strong, so the lowering the cooldown is super good. Like, all three of her... Like, she's got a very strong skill set. Her NP's not upgraded yet, so that kind of sucks, but... Her skills are super good. Yeah, Ozzy would be good with her. I think her buff success chance is only for herself, I think. I didn't look super carefully. I should have given him 2030 or something. Star Bomb doesn't really make sense here. Now, I think I taunt her and evade because I'll have Leonidas taunt the NP. This is free battery, essentially. Okay, I'm gonna change though, Qingong stuff. That's really bad. Yeah, I like the hat too. It sucks that her third stage doesn't have it because her third stage is green. But she gets like stupid poofy pants and then she loses the hat, so I'm kind of iffy on it. It's also more modern, which I don't normally like if it's not like a more modern character. Let's see, I can show it here. God, why is Uriel a bonus servant? Like, that's pretty cool. Like, it's good colors. But, yeah, I really hate the pants. And the no hat. Like, the hat is, like, so high tier. Watch me get a bunch of cards for her, though, on hand 1. Yeah, the 3rd stage should have the hat. That'd be so good. Poofy pants are based. I don't know about that one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of them. I never liked like the poofy pants straight into like really thin like shin guards or shoes or anything like that, and that's very common in FGO, unfortunately. Well, that's an opening hand of nothing. I still do this though. I need to get my NP real quick. Damn, that's not good. That NP gain was pretty bad. I don't have her starting NP passive either yet. Not enough coins. Honestly, this is just so shit because she has no way of getting around the... I guess I do that. This is just awful, dude. The evade just completely wrecks us because we're all about Buster crit, but our Buster card can't hit. And if I put Buster 3rd, we lose 50% damage. So this is just terrible no matter what. Yeah, that's not really the unit's fault. That's just bad deck luck combined with I like how he only attacked her when we don't have taunt anymore. What the fuck? This is over. We did no damage. All of our skills are about to go away. We're almost dead. That was terrible. That's gonna be annoying for her, I think, no matter what. Maybe I should give Star Bomb, honestly, to Leonidas, because that'd be a really nice, on the first hand, you could like crit into your NP, then do that on turn 2. If Chen Gong's taunt was 3 turns, he'd be so strong. Yeah, her evade being tied to this other skill actually kind of sucks here. Normally it wouldn't, but like what we're doing right now, it does. God, these opening hands, I just cannot fucking catch a break. Like, I just need NP gain, like, jeez. Got 2 R cards and a quick card. Lobo, stop buffing. In some ways, this is better, though. Didn't crit with the 70. And Alabear, thank you for the 28 months, dude. Over 2 years. Trying to think what combo I want to do here. So she's guaranteed to get the sure hit with the amount of buff success chance up we have, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, I could Leo NP. I don't think I need it just yet. Don't fuck this up, lady. You got it. She missed something. Never heard that voice line. Anti-Nobunaga. Lady, that is a dog. It is not Nobunaga. Can you crit? Pretty good damage though for being class neutral level 70. Like if we were Grail, this would be pathetic, but for non-Grail, this is not bad at all. Okay, the music is clearly looping. Let me fix that. This won't really do much, no debuff, but use the stars. We might have wanted Hans sooner on the team. He failed to crit again. This is getting annoying. I don't... Fuck. This is really awkward because I don't have a good way to get rid of the... I guess I Rainbow Chain. I think that's actually more important than the extra attack. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Lobo is really making this difficult, though. So she's doing kind of horrible, but honestly, I don't think it has anything to do with her. I think it's more of just she's level 70 and we're getting horrible luck. And I do think like a level 70 is just that neutral is just going to struggle so much with this gimmick. I do think her NP gain though is kind of nah, seems like. But she's just getting destroyed right now. Like we're not getting anywhere with damage. I actually think Robin is better for this fight, but that's because you have a lot more control over your sure hit. And he's so NP focused that like she's trying to do normal card damage and NP damage, and then dealing with the evade with that is just not great. Like right here, we can almost NP with this, but we can't, so we're gonna whiff our buffs. And then like the deck didn't give us what we needed. Yeah, this is pretty unimpressive at the minute, but I think if we fight a more normal boss, it'll be fine. Kind of want to use Chin's skill just because we need the defense. Damn. We're gonna whiff so much no matter what I do here. Sucks. This is the first time we could actually do decent damage, but he's only got 45k. I'm not even sure I NP then. Oh, this is frustrating. Yeah, I think we need to go fight something more normal because she's just level 70. Like, there's just... This fight is running her. Because we didn't break there, I'm just... This sucks. Like, that is crazy, dude. Like, we're throwing value out the window turn after turn there. It's one of the worst performances I've like ever seen, but I don't think that's anything to do with her. Although I do think the way her kit is, like with the way her deck and like her skills are relative to her NP, I think it is really likely that a fight like this completely fucks her up. Like I think she'll consistently perform like that on that stage. Let's see, where can we test her that's more normal? Yeah, Lobo was just not having it. Like that was ridiculous how much our skills just could not get value. That was the thing. We every time we used our skills, just nothing was happening. Let's see. We've got Columbus and Megalos. We've got Abigail. That would be atrocious though. What else do I got? We also have Richard, but that's probably too easy. Oh, it's a good sandbag for just seeing damage numbers. We got the CCC fights. Those are a little too easy. Well, if we do one at neutral, actually, that's not too bad. And Megalos isn't too bad. The problem with Megalos, though, is unless she's Grailed, there is just no world you would use her on the Columbus part, right? That just makes no sense. And, like, it would be foolish of you to try to protect her from Columbus's Pierce and Vulnerability. Like, NP, that's probably going to happen, right? Like, that's just not good gameplay. Like, you would not play that way. So it'd make the team look disproportionately bad if you try to keep her alive. And that's just how low stars are. A lot of times you're not going to just sit there trying to protect the one low star for the entire fight, right? Unless it's like Ku or someone like maybe Robin in a very specific circumstance. But even then, you're probably going to cycle. Like if they're Grail, that's not necessarily the case. But non-Grail, there's no reason to keep her alive for the entire fight. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's fight. Like, this isn't like difficult, but I want to just see the numbers, right? And like Lobo is just so bad for seeing numbers. I want to fight Richard. Obviously, that's way too easy, but I want to just see like what you can do, like NP into crit into NP, like what you're actually going to be seeing. We're not going to solo it though. We'll do it in a team setting. So I just need to like sandbag to see what we're looking at. Oh my god, it's so hard to find anything in this UI. Yeah, we need like a tough saber fight. But I don't think I have a tough saber fight just sitting around. On the like solo account, I think we're still at Gwen, but that account has like no unit. And if she was Grail, like I could try to solo Gwen, but at 70, you'll just get completely obliterated. And there's no like team to support her there. Fuck, I have to summon something. I hate this, dude. Like, can I just I would be so happy if I could just not use the support at all, right? That would be so much more useful here. Could summon Shen. Let's see, like Star Bomb is useless, but I don't want to have to go over there and change it. Guess we'll do this and we'll just yeet somebody at some point. Grail Chen Gong. Why is this in the CQ slot? That's not right. Why can't we just have story replay? Like, do you realize how easy this would be to test units out if we had story replay? Like, we just go fight every, you know, applicable boss fight to the unit class. So you go fight Gwen and up and Berserker fights and all that kind of stuff. And then you pick like something like Luvia or something to test out at neutral. Someone that we want to yeet. I mean, Shakespeare's not bad. It's just the battery. No, I can dump his skills. Yeah, that's fine. And then we go into like another Chin Gong. The lack of story replay, though, is just so frustrating. Go Hans. Where the hell is my Hans? And then... It's always Asclepius. I guess that makes sense. Alright. Probably NP on death, actually. That could be pretty good if I time this right. Takes so long to set everything up, dude, and that's without doing command codes and all that. And for some reason, you can't do command codes from that menu, so you'd have to back out and then go back in and pull your hair out. People have asked for story replay for just so long. I mean, pretty much since the beginning, people have been asking for it, and they keep bringing it up in interviews and stuff that people ask for it, and they never add it. It's insane. Like, I can't even think of another game where you can't just like replay the boss fights and stuff from the story. Like, just nonsense. Might look weird, but I don't want our DPS getting shredded here. What is this opening hand? This is bad. We're almost guaranteed to take a bunch of damage here because we're not even killing one this turn. These guys are going to get like 3 or 4 turns to attack us. Well, at least he's low enough that I can kill him and maybe kill another one next turn if I get lucky. I mean, almost... I can't think of any Nintendo game you can't just replay the fucking game. Right? Even if you can't... They don't have a level select, you can still just replay the game. FGO is completely unique in your inability to do that. All of her cards are in the third hand, so... Do I use her evade? I think I do. I really don't want her getting foobarred by these guys. Man, he'll definitely kill that. Hell, I should. You know what I should have done because he's grailed? Yeah, I should have had her kill that with a quick attack. I do feel like our RNG right now is just absurd, though. Like, these deck shuffles are about as bad as they're gonna get. Thankfully, we didn't get crit or anything silly like that. He should kill. He got the armor removed. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I know our flux stat's really low. Okay. I have 30% battery for next turn. I like how we have all these buffs and the deck just shuffled, so all the cards are to play for, and she has none. Right? And most of these buffs don't last, right? Like, we got the 2 bust drops for 1 turn. Trying to have fun over here. Game is just not having it. I do not know why Moobot just timed you out. Like you... Oh, it's because you have .net. Because you said my, and then you have a period, and then you said net died. So it got .net. That's kind of funny. Well, that makes it completely pointless to have Qingong with K-Scope, because now the guy I was gonna... And now we don't get our battery. This just sucks. What is happening today? Dude, like, I just can't... Nothing is lining up at all. And this has nothing to do with her skill set. It's not like nothing... Her abilities don't say fuck your deck and fuck your teammates, right? None of her skills do this. This is absolutely ridiculous. I know what I'm going to do here, though, because I'm just tired of having to deal with all this RNG. So stupid that I'm having to do this. Good God, man. I think the main reason, though, we don't have story replays, they're just too lazy. Like, they can barely be bothered to keep up with new events and stuff, and their UI is trash. They never fix anything. This is like the worst updated game I've ever played. I'm not exaggerating. It's like, it's pathetic, like how little effort they actually put into this game, considering how much money it makes. And so just like making a UI for story replay and like having to code that in and everything, they cannot be bothered. Yep, no, we haven't had animation updates in like almost 2 years now. And if you notice, they're like never talking about them. They didn't do the interview question about them like they normally do, etc., etc. So it's like I don't think they have any plans of bringing them back. Nasu has no obsession with limited stuff. That has nothing to do with it. Like not at all. It's just fucking laziness and money. It's just like, this is something that I get really tired of, because idiots just eat PR up. Like, and Japanese companies are especially bad about this, but North American companies do this too. But Japanese companies are insanely bad about this. Let me give a very specific example, but this goes out into like all games and all kinds of stuff. The K&K collab, right? If you start playing the game now, you can't play it, right? You don't get to see the story. You don't get to see, you know, what happened. It's just not there. And especially as a writer, it's not like writers don't want you to be able to read the content that they made, right? Like that's not a thing. The reason that event is limited and is just to make artificial scarcity. That's the reason. When asked in an interview, they're not going to answer. They're not going to tell you, yeah, the reason the banners are limited and like a lot of craft essences don't come back very often, and the reason you can't enjoy the K&K collab whenever you want is because we want you to feel FOMO, and we want people to like oh, there's a new event with Shiki in it. I gotta make sure I go play that right now, or get into the game right now, because it might never come back. That's how they make money. It has, but when asked about it in an interview, they're gonna say some stupid shit about like, oh, we want to make sure you value it, or you know, it's more memorable and blah 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 blah. That's not why. That's just PR bullshit. Right? And like Japanese companies are always saying stuff like that. That has literally nothing to do with it. It's because the actual answer is corporate nonsense that will make them look evil. And of course, they're not going to tell you that. And what just annoys me is people buy it, right? They hear this like PR drivel, right? When the answer is obviously money. And then they believe it, and then they like will defend the company with that nonsense. It's like, what are you doing, right? It's like, how dumb are you? But yeah, North American companies do it too, but Japanese companies I find are extra bad about it. Like what North American companies will do is when they're doing really greedy stuff, they'll like just not talk about it and things like that, or they'll try to spin it to where like if you can buy XP in a game, they're like, oh yeah, because you know, we want to make sure we're giving you options, because some people work a lot and they don't have the time to level up, so we want to give them the option to be able to bypass that. And what they actually mean is, you're lazy fucks and you don't want to level up, so we're going to make the game even more grindy, so leveling's harder, so you can buy XP, so we just make money. That's the actual reason, right? Where Japanese companies will just go on about like stupid stuff like, oh, we want you to feel more attached to the characters and blah 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 blah, right? That kind of nonsense. But yeah, for some reason people believe this stuff. It's actually crazy. Like no one and like with story replay, it's just them being lazy. Like no other Gosh game is even like this. I don't think they even thought about it when they made the game. FGO was a joke day one. It wasn't supposed to last this long. It wasn't supposed to be very serious. You know, they hired a nobody dev, right? They just like threw the game out, you know, with no effort put into it, and they just happened to get popular, right? And like we're still using the UI from day one. That Delightworks was a nobody company that could barely code, right? And we're still using their basic UI, right? Because you know that makes sense. Okay. I cannot NP just yet, unfortunately. Do this. Wow, this kind of blows because I won't get any NP gain. Well, I'll get NP from being attacked, and we can get 30%. That's not gonna be enough. I need him to crit me. It's like the only way this is gonna work. Oh, damn it. Dude, why is just nothing going her way, man? This is just crazy. Like, I'm just whiffing, like, everything. To be fair, what would really help, and this is why, like, doing the bells and whistles really matters, because you can capitalize. The sooner you can get your NP, the more choice you have of when you use it, so you're more likely to be able to use it optimally. So, like, if I had my starting NP passive, I'd be fine. This is ridiculous, though, because, see, now I can't... Now I'm going to go over on NP gain, right? Like, this is so shit. Like, and Shakespeare could die now. But yeah, that's why, though, having, like, your starting NP passive or the right craft essence, you know, K-scope, whatever it is, it just increases the odds of you getting what you want when you want it. And if like you don't want to use it that soon, then you can still wait. There's no harm in that if you need to. But I only have like 80 coins for her, so she's got a ways to go. I'm not about to go roll the gacha just to get coins. I like how I just failed those crits that I think were like 80-80. Dude, I'm telling you, this is just completely cursed. After all of this, you're gonna miss both art crits. Right? Like, okay, sure, miss one, but we fucking missed both. Holy crap, can I catch a break here? Like, I could potentially have NP'd right there. Ons will just make this shit worse. And that didn't crit either. Oh, this is frustrating. Like, her damage looks so bad right now, but I truly do not think that is her fault. This is just, everything is dumb. Huh. And like the deck shuffles and she gets an art card. Like, obviously you want to have a buster card when you have a one-turn buster up. Although, I tell you what, she really isn't, with the way her deck is, and it's got proofs in the pudding, she really doesn't want to work with someone like Shin-Gong. She's way happier to work with people that have 3-turn buffs, I think. So if your NP turn doesn't sync up with your crit turn, it's not a big deal. Now, sure, you could, have your crit turn line up with your NP turn, but it's harder to do that with budget units anyway. This will make the dragon only attack once. What? So I think she's got most of her cards in the third hand. Oh, it's NP turn. I wasn't paying attention. That's really bad. Big mess up right there. I was kind of just ignoring the... Dude, I can't believe we're like losing right now. Although we wouldn't lose if I had actually invulnerability'd that. And we're not necessarily losing as is. And of course we get a terrible hand, dude. This is insane. Yeah, she has no synergy with Choco Jana, really, unfortunately. I mean, if you're fighting a Saber, you could still use her, I suppose. And then Hans doesn't have his NP right now. I don't think I've had runs this cursed in a while. I mean, this is really dumb. I mean, I think we're still gonna win, but that was awful. I mean, that was just terrible damage. We're hardly ever NPing. We're whiffing value on our side. I mean, Hans is at 98% on an AoE boss when he started at what, 90? Or I don't know if I have his passive or not, because I think he has K-scope. Like, what the fuck? Holy hell, I am so agitated right now. I just can't believe I just had to use Hans's battery skill. At least he landed like every buff ever there. I swear, this is not indicative of the final product. Okay, she obviously kills here because we still have attack up, buster up, we have NP. We have a Brave Chain for like the first time ever when we're NPing. Okay, the only thing I can really do to make this better, like without having to deal with RNG, is to use more buffs that are 3 turns. I do legitimately think that is what she wants to work with. The problem is I have to summon someone, right? I'm not allowed, and no one slots budget stuff that makes any sense. So, I mean, I can use this Hans, I suppose. That'll be good enough. Okay, not bring a Rosh. That really does hurt the team. Game is lagging like crazy. I mean, Leonidas is really good for her, but that's not good here. That's actually consistently going to be a problem, though, because if you use her, you're probably fighting a Saber. And that makes Leonidas not as good. Honestly, Boudica's fine. Because Boudica can support anybody. And Boudica's got the crit buff as well. The only bad thing is the high star absorb. Ushi's actually somewhat useful. Always David, of course. Yeah, unironically, Matahari is not terrible, actually. He's got the crit buff and stuff. The thing is, we have to get past those golems. But we probably should use Matahari somewhere. That's jamming out. Cat's having a better time than I am. Let's see here. He's like never gonna die if I do that. Because he's an archer. How am I ever gonna get Matahari if I do that? You can do this, but there's a lot of problems with that. Are we really gonna yeet David like that, though? That doesn't make a lot of sense. I would never do that in a challenge quest. Like, even it'd have to be a very specific challenge quest where like David's not good, but she is. But that's not a thing. They're both Buster. They both have sure hit. They're both single target. There's no reason you would ever not value David. How am I gonna cycle here? You know what? I got it. This should be fine. The timing is gonna be a little funky, but All right, this should be better. You know, I don't know if I should bring Anniversary Blonde because she has her own debuff clear, but casting her skills multiple times is good too. David does have inferior drip, I have to say. He's got better hair color though. But his clothes are pretty odd. Stage 3 is not that bad though, but it's not as good. Okay. I swear this should be better. Like on paper, this makes a lot more sense with the multi-turn buffs. And then like Leo is all right here. I just need Leo not to die immediately. This guy's got a big defense. I did not want you to crit. I don't get my art now. David, please. That's gonna slow us down. That's... Dude. Like, that slows us down so much. Because now, like... Because the next deck shuffle, they might put my art cards in the third hand. Like, what the hell was that? Also, how did he... Even with a crit, how did he kill? Because I think that was his quick card. And the enemy had like a 30% defense up. Like, what? David is just like, this could be a wolf coming for my sheep. Jeez, man. I could art chain, but we'll get overkill art. That's probably good enough. It wasn't that great. Okay, I should have art chained. David getting his NP is not a bad thing anyway. Really? Alright. Please don't kill David. Alright, that's fine. Our defense up went to waste, but at this point, I don't even care. How hard is this? Now, let's see here. I actually should have cast that last turn. How much do I want her art card? I actually don't want Leo's defense up, but I do want the stars. Gotta do that. If Leo gets like really low on HP, so there's nothing to mitigate, I'll do it then. This is actually a fun damage comparison here. It's actually a practical one because you're gonna have situations like this with them like all the time. Not bad. He has the better craft essence, but still not bad. $5,000 HP though. I'll do it. This does seem better so far, though. This team definitely feels better to play. I'll at least say that. Can you? Oh, that is my fault because I didn't make the stars where I could have. That's not RNG. That's my fault. I could have improved that. Oh, damn. Okay, this is a nice turn right here for what we got anyway. I will say, if you want her to be the real MVP, you're gonna want to Grail her. Her skills are fine. There's nothing wrong with her skills, but like at level 70, like she's more like a backup DPS, not exactly a main DPS. We got all these things. Got double crit buff and all that, but we have 0 cards. So, no good. So rip our star bomb. Well, the star bomb is for David, but see, now we have no stars next turn. This sucks, dude. That's like the first turn, though, I'd say the RNG was bad. Last 3 turns. Fuck it. Now we need Hans to be out to have the stars per turn. Guys, don't worry. We got 11 stars. We'll totally crit with this. With our triple crit buff. Well, I can Rainbow Chain. That actually helps. Okay, hold up. Quad crit buff. We have so much damage if we crit. 60% on that Buster. We have so many crit buffs. Not a good start. Well, at least we got the 1. I would have loved 2, but I'll take the 1. I would have flipped my goddamn desk if I didn't get a crit there. Matahari getting bodied. This is way better than the other team, though, overall. Even with some mistakes. I could give myself a 20% damage buff from her, but I'll take the chain. The only RNG that was bad, though, it was when Matahari showed up and we got 0 cards on her. That was the one thing. Woo! Okay, I should have Matahari NP'd. Or is he dead? Not quite, but basically. That's crazy. Matahari's a pretty good damage support. Like, wow. That was so much better, though, than the prior team. And if I had either gotten better luck or maybe made the CEs better. And look, we're not out of gas this time. Last time we were completely out of gas. We have plenty of gas now because I can heal back up. Yeah, I can remove the debuff. Our next NP, we got lots of buffs. We'll get our NP next turn. Dude, we actually need the dragon to have more health then. Because look, I can like NP with Hans, do these, do a lot of damage, get my NP for next turn, and then give the Buster up. Way better. This team was so much better. I'll have to remember that with her, though. She very much wants to work with multi-turn buffs, not one-turn buffs. That might have been part of the problem with Lobo as well. Actually, Matahari is perfect for her. I actually think that's a unit that I would unironically... Like, I was doing a budget team, like a challenge quest or something, and it made sense to use her. I think I would bring Matahari a lot of the time. Because you're going to help the NP out, then you're going to help the crits out. Yeah, it's not bad. The one thing Matahari would need to just really be that smooth budget support is a quick buff. I mean, like stars per turn or something like that. Because her star generation is not that great. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a summer Matahari at some point. She's popular. Mr. Iceit, what is up, dude? FGO doing stuff? Indeed. Okay. That was really annoying trying to just look at her value. And we didn't even really do it because we didn't go fight Megalos and whatnot. But let's use Tomayu. No, that's not his name. What the fuck is his name again? Mayo or something. Tom. I'm gonna go with Tom. Yeah, Tom or Tommy. Seriously, that name is fucked. That name is so fucked. That's one of the most... And the P is silent. So it's like, what? Anyway, let's use him against Lobo, right? And then we'll do the Grail front stuff. And then maybe we'll go back and try to use the units again against like Megalos and that kind of thing. Because that was everything was so scuffed there. That was not right. That was just getting frustrating as hell. Let's give him some basic command codes here. I think he's already got some stuff. Give him the defense removal. It's only fair. Chat, I'm gonna be right back. I have got to get water, and I'm gonna make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I just realized I haven't eaten in quite a while. And yeah, I'm hungry, so give me a second. Does this guy kind of look like Emiya from this angle? Like, it's a little different, but a bit lankier. All right. Made me some sandwiches. I feel better now. So I guess we start in stage 3. Because we're gonna want to go ST here. That sucks though, because I really prefer his stage 3. I don't have a problem with his other stages. It's really just the animations. But here's the thing. His other stages simply aren't an awesome old sage, right? So for example, if this guy released, right, and all of his stages were of like this version of him, I'm like, oh, cool. It's kind of like a normal, you know, soldier, you know, kind of a, you know, Achilles vibes, you know, that's pretty cool, right? I like this, right? But that is simply not this, right? This is like going so far beyond that. But hey, it's certainly a unique character. Definitely one of the more unique characters they've made, for sure. I like how both accounts have Leonidas out. Dude, Archimedes, man, they need to add that. Totally an archer, right, guys? Yeah, I know. He uses sword, spear, and magic, and he's an archer. I've been asking though for a cool old sage type character in these games for forever, so it's nice to actually get one, for God's sake. I haven't read his bio yet though, but yeah, so far he's pretty awesome. Hey, thank you for the $1.49, dude. I appreciate that. Gouache in, I think is how you say that. Chat, imagine Jolter getting an animation update. Like, what a joke. What is happening? Am I on the wrong account? Nope. What the hell? Me check? I actually don't have any hot dog buns right now. Why is he in the wrong stage? It's acting like my thing didn't update. Confusion! Okay. There we go. NP3. I got so lucky. I just got so, it's crazy. I know I had about 2,200 or something like that SQ. I don't remember exactly what I was at. This seems fine. Isn't like Lancer Jolter like Joan of Arc acting like Jolter or something weird like that? So dumb. Makes no sense. I was mad. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. Especially with like the lore that they had established with her. It just makes no sense. Huh, what do I do here? I guess I just do this right off the bat. Oh. Oh. What we need to do is level up his passive and then use Shakespeare. 1 minute. Bit easier the other way around. So you're getting the crit buff instead of the battery. I'm not sure I've got the archer gems for this. I just had to take 2 archers to 10, 10, 10. Look how many blue gems I have. It's ridiculous. Damn it. I need 9. I doubt I can buy these. I'll check though. Oh shoot. Hell yeah. I like him enough that I've got no problem investing these kind of resources into him. He's awesome. Yeah, if you want to farm with him, definitely start in stage 1. Unless it's one of those wacky stages where you only fight one enemy per wave and stuff like that, then maybe not. Alright. Way better now. Chat, does anyone know what his third passive is? Like what class you get bonus damage on? Archer, that's not super useful. But if you like the character, it means you can use them against sabers, berserkers, and then archers. No more content that he's viable in. All right. I don't know if the star bomb is going to help much. Does he want Atlas? Hold on, let me look at his skills more carefully here. We might want Anniversary Blonde. So yeah, his third skill is a 50% crit buff for 3 turns. And it's a star bomb as well. Okay. And then, yeah, Buster Art, crit chance resistance. That's always nice. Battery for himself. Oh, he wants Atlas. No, these skills are insane. Like, that first skill, attack for the whole party, HP, stars. That is so good. This guy can actually be a secondary support, really, with the crit res. Yeah, absolutely this guy can be a support. He's got team-wide art up, Buster up, crit resistance, so basically crit down, and then attack up, star gen, heal. That is really solid. Yeah, that's some strong stuff. I would love to cast this, but I'd whiff quite a bit of battery, and I've only got the 1 art card. The question is, how many stars are we gonna make? I forget. I know one of his forms has like armor ignore. This one's armor ignore, the other one's sure hit. Damn it. That's unfortunate. If it was the other way around, we'd be really, really good here. Well, let's do that. The shield's awesome. You should get Mordred's first skill upgrade pretty soon, I think. It's been out for a while. That looks like a positron cannon from Gundam Seed. And there's even Gundams that use a positron cannon from their chest. Yeah, I like his other NP way better. I don't mind the idea, but it's kind of lazy the way they implemented it. Get rid of the defense buff. Yeah, his first stage, the animations are just really stiff. That one's alright. I should have taunted him so I'd get my NP there no matter what, and I'd still have my buffs. That was a big mistake. I could probably break this health bar if I had done that. Man, now he's got double defense up. Lobo is out here building walls. Damn, he is going to be so good with units that also have like healing for the team. Be it Hans or Tiamat or, you know, whatever. That's pretty powerful options. I don't want Shakespeare to die just yet. Man, I could have done a lot more damage though if I had just broken that health bar like one turn sooner. And if also if I could have looped that NP, that would have been super good. Yeah, pretty similar animations to Canis where they seem pretty low effort, unfortunately. In his case though, it's because of his stage 3. That's why. They definitely put more effort into those. I could do this, I'll whiff a turn of that, but I wouldn't use it here anyway. I'd like to actually use it, then do the cooldown reduction on it. I think that's gonna be optimal. That's gonna be really awkward with the timing on this though. Everyone else is so close to having their skills back. Damn, Tricky. See you, Red. Really do want this skill up, but I don't think it's worth it. I like the metal clank when he hits his chest though, that's pretty good. Only 60k. Oh. Lobo taking names here. Damn, he can't do anything with this Buster up. Okay, I don't have to reduce the cooldown until I'm within 2 turns. So I can do it next turn. Hard to say if that's actually worth it. The hell is this hand? Time to make stars, I guess? Hey Green, if you could change something in FGO without breaking something, what would you change in the game? I mean, I said this last stream, I think. There's so many things wrong with this game that it's kind of hard to pick, but probably add story replay, right? It's so absurd we don't have that. But there's so many things I want to change in this game. So close. Although I guess we're in the wrong form, so. Not a lot I can do this turn. Deck didn't shuffle in a favorable way for us. Yeah, account system. Here's the thing, the amount of female characters they add has gotten really out of balance, but if I had like a genie and I could change one thing about FGO, there's no world I would add more male characters. And I'm a huge advocate, you know, for male characters, but there's already a lot of them, right? Like you've got Ivan and now Tom here, Ku, Gilgamesh, Edmund. I mean, there's a lot of awesome male characters. The need of new characters, be it anything, right? Like badass characters, female characters, short characters, robot characters. None of that, who gives a fuck? We have a billion characters. The game needs to be better, right? Like the UI is trash. There's no account system. There's no story replay. We don't have like a roguelike or anything like that. The balance has gotten really bad. The power creep has gotten really bad. I'm not gonna lie, that's something I might change. Would try to, you know, get rid of some of this OP nonsense, because you'd have to use a wish to get them to fucking nerf anything at this point. But this game is like really difficult to fix in terms of good game balance and rewarding boss fights and like engaging gameplay without nerfing a bunch of stuff, because it's gotten so out of hand. A lot of people don't understand that. Wow, what the fuck? My last turn I had no cards for him, and then this turn I have one quick card. So I'm gonna lose all of my buffs because I just never had a goddamn card for like the whole, almost the entire duration of it. Jesus, man. We have all of these buffs and I have no attacks to use them on. Yep, there's our entire deck. Now, if I NP with what I have, get sure hit, but it's not worth it because I have all these buster ups. Unfortunately, something has to whiff here. Honestly, the art would be tempting, but I'm ready to zeet the app. Yeah, I swear, something is just like making our deck shuffle so bad today. $128. I will say, his NP hits like a wet noodle. Like, the 3 stars hitting harder than him. His normal card damage is very good, though. And we never got to do his old form's NP. Alright, well, we got Buster. We can do a Rainbow Chain. He's dead here. Not bad, though. It's a solid performance. Like, certainly nothing, nothing shit. He ultimately plays pretty different than Canis just because of, like, the way he gets stars and the way he gets battery and all that. Like, you're switching around and all that. But he is similar in that he has got kind of an underwhelming NP, but then his normal card damage is really big. The big difference, and this is a very, very big difference, he has a lot of team support with the attack up, buster up, art up, stars, heal. Like, he's offering the team significant support, but he has no survival, right? You got the heal, but like that doesn't save you from an NP or anything like that. Where Canis has the very large damage cut, well, decently sized damage cut, and then the guts, right? But then she has fuck all team support. Yeah, the younger version is ST and the older version's AoE, which is kind of odd because the other NP, the ST NP looks like it's AoE, but apparently it's not. So, all right, let's check out the Grail front, which I hate. Grail front. It's super boring. It's horrible gameplay. Whenever it's difficult, it's only difficult because they like force the board to be bullshit. It's such a bad game mode. It is so much less fun than just like fighting a proper boss in the regular game, right? Like they just make the combat system worse in Grail front, like completely. I'm assuming there's supposed to be sound effects here, but this is tied to the music instead of the sound effects. They do that a lot. That's another thing I would change if I had the ability to. Just make them stop wasting resources on Grail front and make like a roguelike or something instead. Like, fuck Grail front. Such bad content. And they're wasting so much time on it. It's unreal. Like, I very much think with the way this game is developed and how little like resource they'll put into development, any chance you'd have of getting like a cool roguelike or something like that that the other games get is just completely lost because they're making this stupid Grail front. So it's so crap, dude. Like, the combat system is just worse in Grail front. Like, the whole like back and forth on the board is just so much worse than having a team and playing like normal and having your skills and the turn-to-turn decisions and stuff. Way better. Wait, did they change something about Asterios' sprite? I need to check this now. Like, what? That's super random. I don't know what you're talking about then. Oh, they just added a new facial expression, like on his expression sheet. That's nothing new. I mean, they do that all the time. This is a cool graphic. I feel like there's supposed to be like music here. It's just or sound effects here. It's just tied to the music. Crazy how long it took them to put her in the game. Why is this in English, by the way? Like, seriously, why is this in English? But yeah, she was, you know, shown back in 6.5, and it was pretty obvious she was gonna be playable eventually. And the just didn't. Yeah, no. Meanwhile, Agravain's not in the game. What on earth? I don't know if we're ever gonna get Sita. Yeah, Grail front is also, yeah, really broken with solo units. And like I said, anytime Grail front is difficult, it's only because, like, one, you're intentionally not soloing with like the strongest unit that can, like, you know, do the most per interaction. That's why it's broken, right? If your unit has high enough stats to break a bar anytime you attack, the enemy doesn't get to take their fucking turn, right? That's broken. That is fundamentally bad gameplay. That's the thing. That's like fundamentally just not a good combat system. And so it really rewards, you know, putting all your power in one spot, right? And there's no fixing that, because you could try to fix it by giving the enemies way more health, but then the whole combat system falls apart, right? Like, if the combat system enemies have that kind of stats, then you're gonna get crushed, generally speaking. Okay, the music's looping again, but I'll let the song play. Chat seems to enjoy it, so. Do we just go straight into Grail front, or do we have to do like normal stages first here? I guess we'll see. That music clash. Yeah, that music is tied to the sound effects. Does that make sense? A lot of sound effects are actually tied to the music track, and a lot of music is tied to the sound effect track. If you turn the music off, it breaks a lot of stuff. For Grail front to work, it has to be fundamentally different. Like, the map, I don't know what they're thinking, dude. It's so dumb. Like, the map cannot be a series of fucking hallways. That's like the whole problem, right? The map needs to be more like what you see in a Fire Emblem game. That would be way better, right? And then, so for example, you could set it where you got your master that has to be defended, and they're really near this choke where the enemies are already coming at that choke. So you've got to use some units to like fill a choke that's maybe only 1 square wide, or maybe 2 square wide to make it, you know, less soloable. But then that's not the whole stage, right? Like, way far away on the map, you've got, like, you know, enemies coming up like the back or like 2 side areas, but those are way more open. They're not chokes. They're like really, really open, right? So you have side squares. Like, literally just have maps more like Fire Emblem, right? With actual room, and it would be way better, right? And then now you need to change, like, fundamentally how the combat works and that kind of thing, but the maps are a huge part of the problem, and I can just tell they're completely stuck on this map design, right? For some reason, they're just, like, always making it these stupid 1-lane linear, like, hallways, which is just garbage. And by the way, the reason, I know this for a fucking fact, because I've seen, like, the code that they've got for the AI here. The reason the maps are like this is because the AI is so bad. That the entire, like, the whole system of the way this game mode works is built around the fact that they're too lazy to make good AI. And so the maps are, like, there to baby the shit AI. because if the AI had the kind of freedom that that you have in Fire Emblem, right, with their maps like having, you know, squares where it's not just like, you know, these like weird, can only have like so many squares next to each other and crap. The AI would break. It wouldn't work, right? And they can't script them to do like specific stuff like pressure a choke or whatever. And they can't do that, right? Which is ridiculous. They have so much money, they could literally hire someone that knows how to, you know, code, but yeah, for whatever fucking reason, we have like the worst AI in the industry here. I like how you have to use him, but like he sucks and like mine's better. You know what? We're using Cuckoo. I don't know why, but we are. We're not using what they want us to use. Fuck them. I'm a rebel. And then we'll still use our guy though, just because it'd be kind of interesting to see what kind of team support he can do here. Oh wait, he's a 90. I'm so used to low stars. I can't believe you can't filter by rarity, by the way, like just on the side. Like again in Arc Knights. What do I give him? Kind of annoying how much you have to manage him though. Back row, I'll just get Bond. Oh, you know what? I need Bond on, nope. Not on that. There, that's the one. Try to get some coins. Wow, she's only Bond 1. That's crazy. I need to get to 120 so I can get her second passive. Be a big help. Oh yeah, I got a lot of CEs when I rolled. I didn't roll that much, but pretty well. Wait, do those do anything? Oh, okay, hold up. So is this event like a normal event and then it also has a Grail? What is wrong with this damn dude? Like, look at this. I just want to limit break a craft essence. And look what I have to do. So dumb. Like every other game on the planet, you can just do this stuff from the team screen. Like, obviously. And this game's been out for years and they can't figure this shit out. Guess I keep 2 of these. Is that Faker? Would make sense because they're doing Alexander stuff, although Alexander doesn't get to be in the event apparently. I don't know why. FGO loves to do this. I actually hate this. They love to do this. We're like, let's use Alexander as an example. But this goes for lots of characters and like segments of Fate, like Camelot and all these other, you know, things. So with all the characters relating to Alexander the Great, they've done this every time. Every time. Anytime a character has anything to do with Alexander and it would actually be interesting to see them interact, that Alexander's not in it. He might be in it for like 5 seconds as like a little quick, you know, cameo or, you know, sad moment or whatever. But, and again, this is not just Alexander. They always do this, right? It's like, they're just like obsessed with, it's like, for example, if Sita was in the game, Rama wouldn't be in the event. It's like, what the fuck, right? It's like if they have a Cleopatra event, Caesar's barely in it. If it's a Caesar event, Cleopatra's barely in it, or she's not in it. Like, what? How is this? I see people like praising this because they're like, oh, it's not their turn. Motherfucker, I don't care whose turn it is. I would like good stories and like the characters that I get that have things to do with each other to actually interact, right? Like, it's like they go out of their way to intentionally not have characters that like have reasons to interact. They go out of their way to have them not interact, right? Like, we're never gonna have like an actual resolution to the Achilles pent thing. That's not gonna happen, right? At all, right? And it's just so much stuff like that where they're just like, nope, because I can tell Alexander's not a bonus servant, so he's like not gonna be in this event, and if he is, he'll be in it for 5 seconds, right? And that's how it was when they added Faker to the game, and that's been pretty much every godforsaken character that they add to the game like way after you had a character that was like already an established character, you know, like Alexander. Doesn't have to be him specifically, but it's stupid. Yeah, Edison and Tesla are always together, but that's because they were added together, right? Around the same time, right? It's not like, because if Edison was in Fate Stay Night, they wouldn't do that. Like, I'm telling you, if Edison was in the original Fate Stay Night and then Tesla was added in FGO, they wouldn't treat them that way. They would just like never meet, right? It's crazy. Not saying that, you know, what they've done with Tesla and Edison is a good thing, obviously, because they don't even give them actual characterization, right? They're just like memes all the time, but you get my point. But yeah, it honestly gets obnoxious because it's like they're just constantly, I guess, trying to subvert expectations, and it's just bad writing. And I swear some of it's because they don't actually want to write some of the harder, like more heavy-hitting things that could happen, right? And like the events are just like almost always super jokey, I guess. I know, like they add in Kiru to the game, but oh no, it's Kingu, right? So they never fucking do anything, right? There's so much stuff like that. Like, we haven't, like, I mean, like, we've all these new Knights of the Round Table, and yet they almost never interact with the old Knights of the Round Table, and they certainly don't interact with vanilla regular Artoria, right? Even though that's, like, the character you'd, like, they would have the most to talk to about, right? Like, it's madness. I would really like 2030 or help Cuckoo out, but we'll just have to deal with it here. Yeah, there's different writers, so yeah, some of the writers do better with this stuff, but they're really bad about it. I mean, you don't need a different server to fix your fucking UI. It's not actually that complicated. There's so many games that have fixed their UIs. I wonder if these are supposed to be guys from Alexander's NP or something. I doubt they'd use these character models if they wanted that, but these are like stand-ins for like, you know, servants that aren't necessarily famous. That's generally how they use these class card guys. Oh, this is only one wave. Well, that's disappointing. Rip stars. Kind of sucks. I guess I'll wait a turn just because it's more fun to do the switch here. How is fucking Limbus Company revamping their UI? That game makes no money. It's like an indie dev. It's also a terrible video game. And like, how are they revamping their UI? And FGO, and like, they got like Scrooge McDuck levels of money. And they just can't, we don't even have proper filters. Chat, I need significantly stronger enemies to really see if there's any value on this team, because they're just dead. Like look at how much value I have here. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck? We got crits, 2 big AoE NPs. Like, they are so dead. I'm gonna have to use his NP because we've only shown it on stream once. But cuckoo moment here. About 600k, not too bad. Limbus made 300,000 in August. FGO JP made 51 million. Yeah, that's about right. And that's just FGO JP, right? You've got China and America and all that. You know what's really surprising? How did Limbus make 300,000? Shit, I'm in the wrong business. What the fuck? Like, I'm sorry, Limbus fans, but that game is terrible. That game is not put together well. The combat system is not well thought out at all. That game is a mess. That game is such a mess. How did that make $300,000 in a month? Like, what the hell? Yeah, the combat is so bad in that game. Like the more you learn about it, the more shallow you realize it is. I remember when I like really explained Limbus's combat system to Lost, like what the numbers actually meant and everything. Like Lost was just instantly like, this is the stupidest game I've ever played. Like, oh my god, dude. Like, once you realize what's really going on in that game, it's so fucking bad. Game's got a good aesthetic, right? The aesthetic's cool. I didn't hate the story and characters and stuff. Like, the universe is interesting. The music's good, but that is, like, such a bad combat system. William Tell and Paris. I guess sniping stuff theme. Why are they giving us a summon ticket already? This must be a Grail front. That's why it's like gold border. And I guess that torch is a new mat, but the characters didn't use it. No, that must be a material for the event. Okay. Please don't make me bring certain units, especially the event units, because I have them myself. They're trying to be Fire Emblem, but look at this map. Like, literally go boot up like fucking Path of Radiance, right? Like a really old Fire Emblem game, you know, Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance, even the older ones than that. And then look at their maps, right? Like look at the tile. Don't look at the aesthetic. Don't look at any of that. Just look at like the tiles, how many tiles there are, and like how many squares are next to each other, right? The answer is a lot. And then you look at this nonsense, right? Like, what the hell is this map? And it's because the AI is so bad, right? It's just garbage. Oh my god, are they explaining how Grail Front works when they've done that every fucking time they've done a Grail Front? Game, you're making me mad. Kind of cool though that they have enemies on here that aren't servants for once. That's an interesting change, I suppose. There's the health ratios and everything on this just fundamentally don't work. Okay, 47,000, no craft essence. I did like when they were giving enemies craft essences. I guess they didn't give them one because they don't have one that matches, but I'm sure I guarantee you could give them like 3-star craft essences or 2-star craft essences and stuff. All right, we gotta get that loot. Oh, is there only 2 enemies? What a joke. Am I allowed to use mine? Nope, I'm not allowed to use mine because this game. You know what, chat? Look, it's broken. It's like way OP here, but why is the UI like reset on the craft essences here? Like, who doesn't love Hercules, man? And then Hercules is equal, chat. His equivalent in the assassin, Sanson. Why do they think it is fun to have that little team cost? Like, for crying out loud, Sanson is a 2-star. So he barely costs anything. Alright, guess we're using a 3-star craft essence. Yeah, Kojiro actually would be better because he's better than Sanson anyway, and lower team cost. So Wait, is there a temple here? We messed up, chat. Okay, so I need this guy to not die. And I need to get both of these things. This guy's gonna have to die, though. There's like no way you're gonna avoid that. Look, they want you to go here and then, you know, fuck this guy up, but that's casual. Sadly, we can't attack with Hercules. Feels bad. You have to be like a rider to move twice and attack. Oh. That's the thing. Yeah, you go. Just don't one-shot me. As he crits me and then triple attacks. I probably don't need that attack up to finish this guy off, but... Oh, I have no command codes. Oof. Yeah, Hercules things. Easy enough. Depending on the new 3-star, I mean, you know, I've got my videos, though. But I don't think anyone is going to be... Like, what do you think I'm going to say? Rip that guy. Look at this guy trying to take my money. Dude, the spacing is just, like, set up where I can't actually attack with Hercules. I hate Grail front, dude. And they always contrive it to, like, do things like that. Or, like, make you play it in a specific way because, like, it's just perfect, like, where the spawns are and, like, the amount of movement you have. Like, it's so annoying. Like, that was gonna happen every time if you try to use Hercules here. Nice thing is that guts is the skill guts, not the bond CE one, and it'll be back like if I really needed it. I can just kill that guy, but I gotta get the loot. So I can't attack with Hercules again. I've actually not attacked, I think this entire time. I should have moved Sanson so he'd go for Hercules. That guy spawned and gets to attack Hercules. That's fair. They should spawn at the end of their turn, not at the start. That's pretty crappy. This guy is so dead. Got a little defense buff, but I don't think that's gonna matter much. I actually lost one of our guts there, though. That sucks. Finally, Hercules gets to actually attack. Orc is peaceful. Unnecessary buffs. 100% crit rate. 93k. No command code. Not even level 100, just at 90. He needs to go to 100. That needs to happen. Are they gonna seriously make you walk over there? That's so dumb. That is such a waste of time. Every enemy is dead and I'm on the spawn and they're gonna make you walk over there. Is that gonna be the whole gimmick of this fucking event? Like every rail front is gonna be like this? Thankfully, no. I'm sure they'll do it again, though, at least once. What is the purpose of this? Oh yeah, you can just switch places. That's the thing. Now imagine if this was like a challenge quest, like a proper boss fight, like Nero Fest or something, instead of a Grail front. It'd be a lot more interesting. Okay, we have another. Oh no, that's just the one we already did. I should check what's in the shop. Also, I haven't looked if there's command codes and all that. Plenty of room for command code effects. Not plenty of room in the command code UI though, because the whole system is just stupid. Like, we have a billion pictures, and most of the command codes have the same effect. So instead of just adding the same command code like 3 or 4 times and having them stack, right? So you'd have like defense removal X, X1, X2, X3, depending on how many you have of it, right? Instead, we have to add like 5 different or command codes that all do the exact same thing with an incredibly minor difference, and then have it just take up so much inventory space. Okay, well, they're all new command codes. Let me see if I can figure out what they do. Check the wiki. The wiki is pretty bad these days, though. It's because it's user ran and hardly anyone's playing the game anymore, so... Yeah, wow. You can really tell interest in FGO is at an all-time low. Like, anytime something happens in FGO now, just no one updates anything. Alexander one is a 10% buster for the team. Oh. Does it apply to yourself, and does it apply before damage? Because that's actually quite good. But if it's one time, I guess you could do that card and then go... That's not that good if it's only one time. Like, one turn would be good, but one time is actually kind of limited. Because you could do, like, Buster with the command code, then NP, then Buster. That'd be pretty nice. But if it's one time, you're just going to buff the NP, but then you might as well use the 15% NP damage up one instead and stuff like that. Yeah, that's It's kind of useful though if you want for a support to attack and then have someone else's NP get stronger, and you're already using those NP up ones, and you just want as many options to like buff the damage as possible. But that's not really that great. Four-star one is a 10% anti-divine and 2 stars. That's all right, actually. Like, if you are fighting divine and you want a star bomb, that's okay. Three stars anti-wild beast. Only 10% though. That's kind of pointless. That's pretty much only for Proto Coup, but... Guess that's Veach's hat? It's kind of weird. And what about the CE? These are only worth buying if you're a new... Thank goodness they're putting these in here, though. They've been so scarce with those. Mixed stats. Okay, it sucks then. Doesn't even matter what it does. It just sucks then. Guess I need these. That's about it, though. Oh, yeah, I need these because, I used, like, every single one I had to 10-10-10. The, ninja monk. Ninja... rifle lady, I don't think she's a monk at all. She's just a ninja with a gun. Yeah, I'm hoping that, like, at some point, someone gets in charge over at Tight Moon or Lazangle that's just like, what are you all doing, right? And, actually gets them to develop the game instead of phoning everything in. The whole problem, and I've said this for years, the whole problem is FGO is making too much money while they keep putting less and less effort into the game, right? They used to do animation updates, now they don't, but they're not really seeing a change in their profits. And that just goes through so many aspects of the game. We get less new, like, low stars than ever, and people still throw money at them. We get less main story than ever. People still throw money at them. Now, they are making less money, though. They are. The FGO is not making as much money these last couple of years as they have prior. So, I just feel like they're more likely to go into a managed decline and work on other projects than they are to actually reinvest into FGO, which is ridiculous, but I do think that's the case. All right, how long do we have before they throw a time gate at us? This guy does have a really awesome design, though. Okay, yeah, music's looping. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Let's go with... There we go, so Armored Core music. Always good. I'm happier with this event, though, than a lot of prior events, just because it does have some characters that I like. And that's not even the main reason, but just there's some content, right? Like, it's alright. But no buffs, no animation update. But it's at least not, it's not quite as dumb as what they've done in the past. Although I have a feeling they're just not going to do anything in FGO for another month now. Than the way they've been handling it lately. 8th anniversary was bad. I think it's the worst anniversary they've ever had. Even their first anniversary was better. Their first anniversary added the Grail system. Is that a dragon? I can't really tell. So they're doing the gold thing again. I'm guessing it's slightly different this time, though, or something. Yeah, adding a bunch of bronzes again, or they don't have to be bronzes. They could be silvers, right? That'd be fine. Like, however they want to do it, but that would be nice. But what really, I'm not going to be happy with FGO until they make fundamental fixes, like making the UI not absolute garbage. You know, adding an account system, putting in story replay, right? Like, there's a lot of like fundamental stuff that needs to change. So your master's pretty exposed here if this guy starts moving. I really wish you could use your versions of these characters, because mine's 10, 10, 10, NP5. You know, I got faux items. Like, theirs is a joke in comparison to mine. What's our team cost? 48. Why can't I bring a Lancer? I wonder why I'd want to bring a Lancer. They're trying so hard to make this mode interesting, and it's just like a convoluted mess of mechanics that don't sync up together. Burgess would be a ridiculously good unit for this. These are not classes, though, that I would really want here. We'll use Lancelot. He's a cool dude. Riders are pretty good here because they're faster. You know what? We haven't used Canis much. Especially her summer version. Almost never use that. That'll help. He's honestly just gonna be in the way, but I'll bring him anyways. I think you get Bond, right? Although he's already Bond 10, I suppose. Battle Mage Mozart, yeah. Oh right, there's a guy over there. She's so fucked because it's a Lancer. I like her face, like they know. Like, this ain't right. I guess we'll have Lancelot go over there. That's kind of overkill, but whatever. think I wait right there to get them to come to me. So, okay, this is a really big problem with Grail fronts. Whoever goes first is outrageously advantaged, right? Like, that's why this would never work in PvP, because let's say these guys can move 2. The worst decision they can make is move here or here, because then I get to move and attack them. And now I go first. Huge advantage. I'm probably going to one-shot their health bar, right? And in PvP, you're just going to be like standing here outside of each other's ranges at by one space, trying to force the other person to move to where you get to go first, right? Like, that's like the only thing that matters, right? And they don't really have a way of fixing that. Like, the system is just really fundamentally flawed. And a good way to fix this would be have better maps. Because here's the thing, when you have maps more like Fire Emblem, right? You know, bigger maps with, you know, instead of these stupid hallways, you have a bunch of squares next to each other, right? Way more options. The units can move more, right? Each individual unit can have way more movement, so you can't easily like force these stupid standoffs and whatnot, right? So, and anyway, because the combat system is like all about like whoever goes first and that kind of thing, you have to contrive these maps to try to prevent you from doing like what people did in the first 2 Grail fronts, right? They have to like contrive the maps to try to prevent that kind of thing, which is just bad, right? I mean, that shows how flawed the combat is if you have to force that kind of thing. Oh, okay, so that's the spawner. Oh, he can move. Well, that's interesting. Nope, the buffs don't fix it at all. The buffs actually make it worse. All the buffs do is make, like, unless a buff and the thing is, that doesn't work at all, because all you do is go to one of the buffs and just wait there instead. Or, you know, you could make the buffs like really powerful, and they put them in awkward spots, but then the buffs are all that matters, right? Like, if the buff allows you to like one-shot an enemy unit, then like it's just if their buffs aren't incredibly strong, you're not going to care to go out of your way to get them unless you can get there without sacrificing anything. No buff is worth allowing the other person to go first, unless that buff is just outrageously strong, but then it's the other way around, right? And then if it's a buff like these squares you stand on when you get a defense buff, then you just go there and wait. Right? If anything, they make it worse, I would say. Well, Canis is gonna murder this guy. I think I can do this now, and I'll keep the stars for the next fight. I think it works that way. Like, I don't know how many ways I can reiterate this. Grail Front is shallow shit gameplay that's not well thought out. Right, and because of that, it's just terrible on like every front possible. Like the maps are bad, the buffs are bad, the damage ratios are bad. Like the way they do the back and forth combat is atrocious. Like, it's a fundamentally bad game mode, and that's what happens when you know, it's not. The game was never meant for this. You know, it's tacked on. This is kind of awkward. I think I just kill this guy. Do I need to move her so she's not attacking with Lancelot, because that'd be a bad thing. Jesus, that's a face. If they oh, that sucks. If they ever do Grail Front PvP, dude, it's just, oh, the rage I would feel. Somebody crit, please. What? I think if one person had crit, that's so dumb. That is so stupid. Literally, if any of them had just crit one time, this guy would be dead. Ugh. I guess it's not that bad though, because I have plenty of time to get my heal cooldown back, so it doesn't really matter. It just feels bad. Also, it whiffs one of my buff turns, actually. I like how her name is question mark. That is so silly. What? Why is her name question mark? Why is her name question mark? She was in the opening that you couldn't even skip. Like, they literally put her on screen in the opening that you couldn't skip and put her name on there. Oh. Please don't have Canis come along. Alright. Oh, hey, that's a new dragon model. That's cool. He looks like a nice fellow. I don't know about the purple, but it's not that bad. Unfortunately for him, he's gonna get kind of bodied here. Unless that defense up is amazing. Although this crit spread's pretty bad, actually. Let me reshuffle it. I wonder why his health bars look like that. He's cool though. I wish I could have seen his attack animation, but maybe there'll be a free quest with him later. Got some kind of trait. Lancelot in lore actually does do bonus damage to dragons. I'm surprised they never gave him that in game. In his Fate Zero character material book, it actually says he does bonus damage to Artoria because of her dragon core. It's a pretty cool looking NP. The thing is, there's no mystery because in this event, you watched a cutscene that told you her name, right? Like, makes no sense. You know, I'm gonna move up because I don't care if this guy gets to go first on me because I'm counterclassing and there's a defense buff, so no biggie. This is gonna be a bit of an issue. I don't think Lancelot's allowed to attack again. Where are you going? Shit, he's going after the girl. Doesn't want to fight Lancelot. He's scared. That is a surprising amount of damage. Like, obviously it's not good, but considering the circumstances, it's better than I thought it would be. Summer Canis has better animations than regular Canis. Not really fair. Oh, didn't spawn a guy that time. Now, I gotta get this loot. Need to move her away so she's not with Lancelot. Is there loot over there? Okay, no. I do like how the bonus boss can actually move now. That's an improvement for sure. No need to NP when I've got good crit chances. This guy's kind of adorable, honestly. I feel bad beating him up. I haven't gotten to see an attack animation from him. I guess you get in the way of the master. I could kill this guy, but that might end the stage. So I'll wait. And I'll just stay there. Don't bait this guy to come over. Wait, I can be attacked by the dragon. That was such a mistake. I shouldn't have moved there. Well, I mean, health is a resource. It's there to be used. Just distracting the dragon, don't worry about it. Oh, wow, no, he just really wants to kill her. Okay. I need to not kill this guy. Shit. Do the worst combo imaginable. Unfortunately, those have higher crit chances. The best I can do. Seems personal. Should probably call them fat. There's definitely nothing in her lore that has anything to do with dragons, unless they added some nonsense. Dragon Fangs. That's kind of useless. Did I get everything? Yes. By the way, this square is so OP because all the diagonals, so like this dragon just keeps getting attacked by Lancelot. So we gave Lancelot anti-humanoid, and then he fought a dragon that's not humanoid, so it did nothing. Well, I really hope this guy is in a regular stage, so we actually get to see his attack animations. Want to see his NP and his crit, all that stuff. He's probably in a free quest. We'll look for him here in a second. Oh, he's not dead. He lives. He just backed up. Yeah, Grail Front is pretty boring. They've made a few Grail Fronts in the past that were kind of okay, but for the most part, is pretty shit. This might be interesting with really crappy units. I remember that was like the hardest Grail Front ever was. I played like some ult account that was just unbelievable trash, and it was like a little interesting, kind of. You know what? Go off the old man.
Hello.
Hanging out with Canis. I don't know how that would go. Hello. I love that sound. Dude, he's got some badass hair. No one really even took damage. 47 bond, yeah, that'll make a difference. I wonder if those spawn guys just keep spawning forever, and if you could like contrive some kind of way to like keep getting bond off of them without having to use more AP. And that would take so long, would not be worth it. Calm down, it's just a one. Already say boring laugh emoji. You know how stupid you fucking sound? One, don't tell other people to calm down that are already calm. And even if they weren't calm, some random guy on the internet telling them otherwise is probably not going to change their mood. Number two, why? See, this shows how much like Stockholm syndrome is here, right? Where every event ever is horrible day one. And so instead of saying, you know what, that's pretty lame that the first chunk of events are always snooze fests, filler, boring content. Instead of saying that, you're like, oh, all the events are horrible, so it's okay that this event's horrible. That's what you're saying. It's like, yeah, all the other events are horrible day one, so this event should be horrible day one. This doesn't make any sense. And yes, chat, I'm obviously talking to YouTube. You're embarrassing yourselves, YouTube. You gotta catch up. I love that emote, dude. We really need an equivalent to that. Like, we need like Fluffy or something with an emote like that. This guy looks like a like T-Rex fused with a dragon. Ice book. I'm guessing he's got a bunch of books from like Alexandria. Bordolph. I like the background art. I say that, now it's getting kind of weird. Guessing that's Alexandria or something, though. Opinion on Samurai Remnant, is it better than FGO? What kind of fucking question is that? Like, what the fuck? One of them is a turn-based, like, mobile gacha game. The other one is like a Dynasty Warriors game trying to be a more normal action game. I mean, they have nothing in common. Dark Claw is here. Thank you for the 30 months. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Does he mean story-wise? I have no idea. But, I mean, like, both games are pretty bad in a lot of ways. I mean, FGO has good boss fights when it, you know, actually bothers to make them. It's like it's one big saving grace. Where, Remnant is pretty shallow, which is just part of the course for Type Moon, dude. You just cannot be bothered to hire developers to make, you know, meaty games. You just have to, like, make shallow garbage, like freaking Extella Link, dude. Yeah, what FGO's got going for it is good boss fights occasionally, right, when they actually bother to try. And then really good cast, right? A lot of cast variety, a lot of cool characters and that kind of thing. That and music. Let's be fair, it has really good music. But its user interface, its pacing, you know, its quality control, all so bad. So, and like the average content is just boring. Now, every once in a while, they really do make some boss fights every once in a while that are, you know, quite interesting, but Armored Core 6 is awesome. My favorite game this year, easily. I do like Baldur's Gate 3 a lot, too, though. Armored Core 6, though, was like a breath of fresh air I really needed. The video game industry has been such a colossal shit show that it was really nice to have a game like that come out that has, you know, a really unique way of telling its story, but it's still a good story. Huge focus on gameplay, and the gameplay is extremely, you know, fun and fluid, and all that. The only disappointment for Armored Core 6 for me was the music. It's not like the music's bad, it's just Armored Core has such a high standard for music. And most Armored Core games, every single song on the soundtrack is like a banger that you could just listen to on its own as a standalone piece of music that's really good. And Armored Core 6 is just not like that. Most of the music is kind of generic background noise. Now, you know, there's like 3 or 4 songs in Armored Core 6's soundtrack that are amazing, but it sucks that there's only those few. That's like my big complaint about Armored Core 6. Like, the music was just not up to snuff overall. Like, a few, you know, standouts are really, really good, but like overall, the soundtrack is not up to snuff. And that wouldn't be a big deal if every other Armored Core game didn't have just incredible music, so of course people expect really good music from it. Yeah, other than that, loved Armored Core 6. I've never heard of that. $19.99, no. We got a Norse mythology giant here, alright. At least that's what the sprite is. Lone Cerberus for some reason. This is probably because of each. Enough of this. Yeah, I tell you what really frustrates me about FGO is the fact that they do have really good boss fights from time to time, right? Especially if you do low star stuff or, you know, just don't like throw all the meta crap at it. You don't even have to do low star stuff. If you just avoid like Castoria and Veach and all that, it's normally pretty engaging. But they've had really awesome boss fights. Some of them are so clever, like in Nero Fest and Gil Fest and all that. The main story. So when you've got content like that, none of it's replayable, and then they come out with like these events that are, you know, lost belt locked, and you're fighting a chicken with 20k HP, and it's like, okay, yeah, this is worth my time. I mean, Last of Us and God of War did not start the trend of like theme park video games. I mean, AAA's have been on about that for a really long time at this point. The main reason why a lot of video games don't have good gameplay and they don't focus on gameplay is because it's hard. And they're like, oh, hey, we can sell based on like curb appeal and surface level nonsense, and that makes a lot of money. So let's do that instead. He's got some kind of gimmick. You have them all buster up or buster resist up or something like that. Okay, they have break bars. Is there a bonus enemy out here? Guess not. Oh! There we go. I know this is OP as fuck, but I don't even care. And I can't change his command codes because... Look, you can go to this UI from the team screen, and then you can't affect anything. Like, imagine if I could just equip my command codes here. But no. I have to back out, go through all this nonsense, and then go through, you know, the story cutscene again, just to equip command codes to somebody. And it's not like I couldn't possibly have known what classes were available in advance, right? Because you have to go through all that nonsense to see what classes are available. Because, you know, that makes sense. And then they put command card next to command code. Because that one, like, just this game, man. Like, and the UI just gets worse every year because they just keep tacking things onto it. And in a really unrefined kind of way, and so the UI is now just bloated beyond belief. Where's my music at? Let's go with some Arc Knights. Actually, no. Let's go with some of the songs that are good from Armored Core 6. I will say, this song stood out so much because it's a normal Armored Core song, and like there had been no normal Armored Core songs the entire time. So when finally a normal Armored Core song started playing, it was just so like extra awesome. Okay, yeah. More menus than a JRPG. I buy a lot, honestly. And if I want to be really disgusting, I give Ku the Yang CE. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I just feel like being a dick. Look, it's not my fault they made Grail Front this easy to like strong arm, so... How you doing, boy? Gotta go through all this all over again. No, I don't buy SQ. I used to do GSSRs just cuz, but I haven't done those in forever because they're just, one, they made it incredibly difficult to buy SQ if you're in America. And I already have the few 5 stars I want. So like the odds of me getting anything out of a GSSR are like 5% sometimes, if that. And I just don't want to give them money, really. But yeah, I haven't done GSSRs in like, I don't know, 4 years or something. Maybe 3 years. You know what's messed up? One of the only gacha games I'd feel comfortable giving money to because I feel like they respect their player base. They put a lot of effort in. Like they really try is Arknights. But what's messed up is Arknights is so free-to-play friendly. I don't spend any money on that game either because you just don't need to. Like it's just so easy for me to get the few 6 stars that come out that I care about here and there, and get like all the 1 to 4 stars. And they just, you can get all the skins like pretty easily as free-to-play too. Unless you want like every skin that comes out, you don't need to pay for them. So they're like too free-to-play friendly. But it sucks. That's like the one game I'd actually like to support because I think they have some of the best business practice. Actually, they have the best business practice when it comes to gacha games, hands down. It's not even close. They're so much better than everyone else. We'll go MASH because she has no team cost. You know, it's making you do VR MASH, whatever. It's not that bad here, though, with her buffs. Get some Kojiro. Okay, just let me use mine. Let's be fine. What are you doing, game? Pretty sure Ku can just kill everything, but some of these guys will probably come at you. I kind of want to give him Guts just because his HP is so bad. God damn, I want to play Armored Core 6 again. It hasn't been that long though, so I should really wait, but man. There was a few stages, I guess, and there's a few bosses that were a bit silly, but for the most part, I enjoyed that game start to finish. Where's my other Guts to E? There it is. I will say though, I love Arknights. Their business practice is phenomenal, but the chapter they just came out with so far has been kind of boring. But I haven't finished it yet, so we'll see. That was surprising. I really liked the main story in Arknights, like every chapter, but this most recent chapter was kind of eh. It's not as egregious though when they have a bad moment like that because there's so much replayable content you can play whenever you want, so it's not too big of a deal. Still, I would have preferred it have been better. I am really excited for Dragon's Dogma 2. Like, man, when I replayed Dragon's Dogma recently, like, wow, I really enjoyed that, and I kind of want to just keep playing it. Like, I kind of had to stop myself from playing it off stream, and just like it's just really wanting to experiment with the combat system and do more like solo stuff and whatnot. So if Dragon's Dogma 2 can really expand on some things, I think it could be really special. So I'm very much looking forward to that. The only game I'm looking forward to more than Dragon's Dogma 2 is Earth Defense Force 6 because wow, I love Earth Defense Force 5. Like, I've had some amazing experiences with that game, so I'm really looking forward to that. That's the only game though that I'm looking forward to more. Okay, it is. Let's see, how much? I guess you have 50 points, so I actually can attack this guy if I want to. Fuck. Yeah, fuck it. It's kind of if it was a different unit, you might get fucked up by these other units that are gonna obviously attack you, but it's Ku, so I'm really not worried. Oh, there's 2 of them though. Well, that'll make it a bit tougher. That guy's got a break bar. He's also, this guy right here, though, is dead as hell. Look at this extra attack. So much damage on that. That's at neutral. We are getting our PFA smacked for free, though. He'll get to attack me again next turn as well. I wonder if she can handle this guy. Let's find out. She's an event servant, but she's also scuffed with her no faux items, CE's not leveled, etc. You know what? Just fire everything. She was pretty cool, though. I think she's a really nice addition to the 3 stars. She gives you a nice boss nuker option that can work with Shin Gong and things like that, where before you just didn't have a buster single target like that. Like this whole time, we've never had a single target buster 1 to 3 star archer, so it's pretty nice. But she's absolutely not replacing David and Robin and stuff like that. That sucks. She didn't kill. Not even close. I guess I could have kept him there and moved Kojiro back 1. I guess I can still do that. It's fine. Is she replacing stuff like Tomoe? Not really, because one, inherently Tomoe's stats are a lot higher, so there's that. And then Tomoe has like team support, so now sure, I'll put it this way. Let's say you really like her and you Grail her and all that stuff, and you fight a Saber boss. You're not gonna need Tomoe Goes, right? You can easily use her instead and it's fine. But the reverse is true too. If you've got Tomoe Goes in and all that, and you Grail her, I mean, it's fine, right? They're kind of interchangeable like that. They have some real gameplay differences though. But they are both buster single target, you know, boss killers, and they both have some survivability, which she's got the evade, Gozen's got guts. I will say this, she replaced Fujino, yeah, fucking right. Yeah, like if there's 5 of her, maybe. There's really no one in the Archer class right now that's even close to Fujino. She's kind of messed up, but I mean, it is what it is. But what was I saying about her? Oh, if Gozen, not Suzuka Gozen, Tomoe Gozen. Anyway, if Tomoe Gozen is only in P1, it's not great, but welcome to a lot of 4 stars. So like, you're gonna get her in P5 really easy. And let's say you Grailed her to 80 or 90, and then Tomoe Gozen's in P1. She is just better than Tomoe Gozen at that point. Like, absolutely. So if you're a big Tomoe Gozen fan, you really want to make sure you get her to NP2 or higher. But that's not unique to her. That happens for a lot of units, unfortunately. I should have removed that debuff. I don't know if it lasts more than 1 turn. Reasonable amount of damage. Got Fujino to NP5, instantly got her to level 100 on latest banner. Yeah, she's strong, man. One of the best, like, challenge quest munchers. Like, I cannot think of a single challenge quest that has ever existed that has, you might want to use an archer for whatever reason, and Fujino doesn't work, right? Like, I can't think of anything. Man, they really are fucking her up. I'm just gonna do that for the heal. I wonder if she can do 66k. You know what? Let's give her a chance. Watch me just throw here. I mean, she has 3 damage bonuses. Like, how are you not gonna do enough damage here? Oh, well, she didn't, but the normal attacks got it. Dude, that retreat animation is terrible. They put no effort into that one. The old Yeller all over again. Yeah, I think I remember that, Beastly. I think you made a video of that, didn't you? Wow. You got messed up. Fire everything. You know what? Do this too. They get to keep those buffs if they go off and fight on their own, so that's kind of awesome, actually. Yeah, this guy's like dead 3 times over, I think. Yeah, I think he, well, not quite. What was his health? 40k? So he was dead like 2 or 3 times there. I think like 2.5 or something. Any reinforcements? I gotta make sure I don't win so I can get the loot. Now, there's loot right there, but... Cerberus gotta go. I made that video 5 years ago, jeez. Yep, Fujino's skill ups do really suck. Absolutely. Alright, how much BS value can I get here? I'm pretty sure I can NP and kill the Saber. I'd love to kill 2 of these guys. If I want to do that, I think I have to not go for one of the Sabers. Or I just kill one of the Sabers. I wonder if I could NP this. I'll be pushing it. I don't have the buff from this, and I'm not low on HP. I could do like Buster to get the burn, and then NP, and then Art Extra this guy, but that won't kill him. I could just NP Cerberus and do whatever to the giant. But that won't... I guess. It's not gonna do that much, but I'll do that. Should be able to do 66k. Who's pretty strong these days. Yeah... What the hell? That's without the burn bonus, by the way. Okay, I probably could have just killed this guy then. I've been close. But yeah, no, I would have been able to kill that guy. It would not have been close. Hell, that's a kind of a rough thing about the new 3-star is actually her mats are atrocious. That's what Ku needs. More damage. Game keeps zooming the camera in against my will. There's so much loot over there. Hopefully this guy doesn't move. That is a Saber, but we have a lot of health. Perfect time for PFA. Jeez. He's a Saber with a defense buff, and I'm doing that much damage. Ku could definitely solo this stage, even with the Sabers. I mean, he's basically doing that anyway. Oh, I need bullets. We'll have Ku kill the Saber when the time comes here. I'll grab all the loot first. Guess he's guarding a door or something. I would assume if you stand right next to this guy, he will attack you. Be really foolish if he doesn't. Might even test that here in a second just to see. Other enemies in the past that weren't supposed to move wouldn't work that way. Like they wouldn't attack no matter what. Alright, let's see what he does. Obviously it'd be way better if I attacked him right here and broke his bar. but I want to just see what's up with the AI. Hey, he does attack you. How about that? That's an improvement. Yeah, I remember at Media rated her low because of her mats, because, you know, that affects her gameplay. Guess I make some stars here. This guy is so doomed. Got 24 stars. I got my attack buff back. I also like how I have a double defense buff, and I can cast PFA again. Don't win? Why would I not win? I have three defense buffs. $80K. I hope that new dragon enemy gets a farming stage so we can see his animations. Not that I expect them to do a lot with it, but every once in a while there's a trash mob with cool animations. Chat, can I have duplicates of all of my level 70 3 stars so I can grail them and then still have 70 versions of them? Because I would really like to grail Bedivere, Robin, and so on, but like farming them up again is just the worst. Because like right now I used almost all my archer stuff for the 2 new archers. If I had leveled a second Robin, I wouldn't have been able to do that, right? Like that's just, it's crap. 3 of these, huh? Wait, where are the free quests at? Are there no free quests? Oh. There they are. I see. He was Lancer, so maybe he doesn't have to be the same class though. He might be in the event later as a free quest. He may not be in any of these. Guess we'll find out. Could just bust out the old Edmund nonsense, but I could show off somebody different just for the unique factor here. What's a Saber or a Berserker that I've got that's good for I mean, Mordred, that's about it, actually. Most of what I would use for a stage like this would be a Lancer, like Valkyrie or Canis. Actually, Canis is a pretty good farming unit, honestly. Honestly, you can farm with her. I mean, her skill ranks suck, but she's a good farmer. Or good enough. I guess if you were going to use Mordred, you'd have to use Castoria, because no one's going to slot, like, Waver or anything. I can just throw it in the back row, though. Use my stuff instead. I've shown off Mordred looping a lot, though. Not sure what else I could really do here. Could always do something stupid. Yeah, Mordred's pretty easy to farm with because of the way her overcharge works and her third skill. You don't need that much battery to get like double NP out of her, please. There's Siegfried. He's not as good at that kind of thing though, because you need he's better against a boss where they always have a health bar for you to hit. Like if you break a health bar, you can still attack. Because he needs his normal cards while his NP gain up. I honestly don't think Castoria has a very good character arc. Pretty fucking generic. I mean, normally when I farm, I don't even use Scatty or Waver. I just use the free-to-play stuff. Yeah, I can't really think of anything interesting to do here. Especially with this class. I mean, you can show off like a VC Brawn can clear a wave. Because, I mean, he can. Roam farming? Okay, hold on. There's Romulus. He's not exactly a top-tier farming unit, though. Kind of awkward with the amount of battery and stuff he's got. Do I have his passive? I do. So that's 40% battery. He's obviously best if you use K-Scope. It's not even close, but I'll not do that because that's kind of broken. We'll go budgety here and see what happens.
Hello.
Hello. This is probably not gonna work. We need a Rosh, even though it's Lancers. We can go Spartacus. I mean, there's Zhu Fu, even though we're Buster, because she's the highest battery you get for free-to-play. Most people have at least... I would be... Very few accounts, though, don't have at least Waver. Right? Like, most of the accounts have at least one 50% battery unit. But, maybe I do... Hans instead. This would just be better to bring 3 DPS when you're doing stuff like this. But then there's no point to use Romulus. He's just like a generic beat stick at that point. The 3 DPS is way better. That's the thing. That's why a lot of the ways people worry about farming just don't matter. Like, it's just so easy to 3-turn even with just bringing 3 different DPS that can all turn 1 NP. Because even without having like K-Scope, it's super easy to have 3 units that turn 1 NP. Like, that takes no effort. Like, sure, when you're like a month 1 account, you're not gonna do that, but... I mean, this is Roman. None of the other Romans have anything to do to, like, for NP battery, though. Which I kind of have to have. This is just not gonna work. There's no way I'm gonna NP a second time unless I use a Super Scope. And even with Super Scope, I'd whiff my starting NP. I guess I could use regular K-Scope then. Which that's not so OP. But, so you have your 20% battery, 30% battery, 40, 50% battery, and then that's it. Like, there's no... And there's no way you're gonna get the other 50%. Like, it's just not gonna happen. You could make this Waver, right? Then that works. That's like the only thing I could think of that, where you're gonna double NP. Romulus just isn't that great at double NPing, honestly. I mean, he's good enough though if you are using the meta stuff. The back row doesn't really matter here. I'm playing it that way. Wait, so that would be turn 1 NP, and then 20, 50, 60. That's still not even enough. Like, am I missing something here? Yeah, he'd be 20, 70, 80. You'd have to Zhu Fu. Shakespeare really should have a 30% battery. He still wouldn't even be as good as Zhu Fu overall, but that would help. I bet you this first stage barely drops anything. If it does drop stuff, it's probably these, I would expect. Will this work at all? Yeah, I have no idea why they buffed Hans instead of Shakespeare. It's actually crazy. I think everyone was surprised by that. Everyone was saying it was going to be Shakespeare because he just so blatantly needs it. Like, I was really confident it was Shakespeare because that one was pretty clear cut. And they were just like, just kidding. And then a lot of the other units that did need buffs got them, but then their buffs were bad. Or not even bad, just like not enough. Like Taika's buff wasn't bad, it did not really change anything. Like she's still so far behind Ku and things like that. The crappy part is he kind of needs to buff. Because I don't think he can do 71k with no buffs at all. This sucks because if I do this, I'm lowering his damage next turn. Yeah, I guess that's true. I just removed a Roman, so I'm lowering our damage even more, and I got rid of our apply Roman. Look, that guy's still alive, even with what we had. Yeah, we'll see. And if he's got a lot of HP, this ain't gonna happen because we're at neutral. It's only 100k, but I guess we'll see. Oh, he makes them Romans, so we actually do have some Romans out. How about that? And then we have our Buster up. Funnily enough, I could have brought Shakespeare because I didn't kill and I got to do normal attacks, but there's no guarantee that you'd be able to do that. But I could have another 40% Buster up. I like how he has no cards here. Alright. Can he do 100k? He can probably do it. He got Waver's buff, he's got his buff. Maybe not. No, he didn't do it. Wow. Yeah, if he made them Roman, then he probably would have done it, but... Oh, he's a bonus servant. That was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was pretty inferior to... like, what we could have done with Mordred and stuff. And that was with Waver, for crying out loud. Unfortunate. He's better in challenge quests where you do his shtick and then the enemy is still alive. So then the Romans are out. He also needs an upgraded NP. Very, very much so. It's so pointless using apples to get these apples, but I'm just doing it for content. Is that's not an event CE. Like, no one is slotting the event CEs, but I just realized I'm not any better. I'm not slotting them either. Guess I don't need that one there. I should limit break the 3-star one. It'd be nice if they'd use William Tell in a serious capacity again. Man, they could make Caesar the budget quick support if they gave him some strong buffs for it. They could have done it with Hans, they could have done it with Black Bart. They've had so many opportunities, and they just don't. Here's the thing, if they buff an old unit to be the quick support, that's fine, but that's not enough because you have to do a million strengthening quests and all that. That's just nonsense. And you need more than one. So they need to buff like Black Bart or whoever to be a quick support on top of what they've got. And then they need to add a new 1 to 3 star that's a dedicated quick support out of the box. And now you have 2 of them. Like that's very much needed. It's honestly mind-blowing that we don't have a quick support at this point. All right, let's do that. We'll do regular K-scope again. Now he can double NP like it's nothing. And you can triple NP if you bring 250 batteries. Or, there's no reason to do this, but I'm gonna try it. Should really put Aux King on somebody, but bonus CEs are nice. What could go wrong? It's kind of weird that I got so many CEs. I mean, I didn't roll that much. I got lucky. Honestly, I really did get lucky. I actually got kind of bad luck on getting the 3-star, but I got the 5-star just over and over again. It was ridiculous. And then I got a lot of C's everywhere. It was like, I can't remember. I think my SQ was around 2,200. Somewhere in there. I know it was a bit more than that, but I don't remember how much. And now I'm at like 1,900 and some change, I think. Okay, he can definitely kill this as is. VC Braun can honestly use Black Grail while farming pretty easily, because you can NP one time with his own skill and the 20% starting NP, and you get big damage because of Black Grail, and then if your supports can give him another NP, that's 2 really hard-hitting NPs, and then all you gotta do is have like a Rosh or Spartacus or whatever for the start. Or some other unit that can just turn 1 NP. Especially if the unit that can turn 1 NP also will give team-wide buffs. I don't know if we're gonna have enough here. Like, damage is fine, but I don't know if we're gonna... We've only got, we've got 58, we have 80% battery. It's not gonna quite work, damn. That's where like Jufu needs to be something stronger. Oh, never mind, we're gonna do it, but that's like, you know, not ideal. You don't want to have to rely on that kind of thing, but yeah, that'll do it. Actually, that was so much NP gain on its own because of his NP gain buff that he's stacking. Come on, throw another wave at me. We'll have even more. We don't even need Jufu. We'd be better off as a damage support here. So I would really wish that Emiya would live so I get to see the NP gain on these 2 art cards, because we have NP gain up, art up, NP gain up, right? That's quite a bit, and then we're gonna hit 3 targets, although that switched with the buster, so that part won't matter, but that art would be pretty swell. Oh no, we have double art up. So yeah, we're double art up and like, oh yeah, we get another NP gain up from doing this NP right here. Come on, please live, Kurotsugu. Like, give me a low roll here, like the lowest low roll that there ever was. I don't know if he lived. No, damn it. Man, that would have been so much NP gain. He had 3 of his own NP gain buff, and then he had Jufu's and all the art up. That's so good. Yeah, he's only good for farming with Grails. In challenging content, he gets way worse. He's so much better against Fluffy as level 50. He's the best budget unit in the game for Fluffy, and that's only true if he's level 50. If he's higher than that, then he's not nearly as good for it. Well, we're not seeing that enemy dragon. Maybe they'll make him available later. Oh, I know who we can show off here for funsies. Actually, I kind of want to use the new guy as a support instead of a damage healer, though. So I am curious how he does if he's not working. Because most of the new AoE art units are balanced around working with Castoria. So their NP gain is actually bad. So without Castoria, he may not be super impressive. I guess we'll find out. Give him an art one here. Unless I don't want him to use his battery. Yeah, fuck it. I guess we're just not going to use his battery at the start. Alright, where's the terrible human being? There he is. Who can clear a wave on his own if need be, but let's not. Let's try to go as far as we can without doing that. Besides, I might actually need to level up his passive more. Actually, let me just do that anyway. I don't know why I haven't leveled it more. I don't know why I have to back out of the team screen to do this, but Minotaur PTSD? Wait, what? Hohenheim, where are you at? Why can't I filter by caster? Again, like Arknights. Like on the side, have all the classes you can click. Like, all this wasted space, man. Like, it's silly. Like, no one clicks any of this stuff. It's all useless. You don't need any of this bullshit in here. A lot of this stuff can be more compact. And then you have your space to put, like, some filters that you just tab, and that's that. I don't think he has to level this all the way. Isn't his battery 85%? I think it is. Let me just check real quick. Normally he's got more battery than I need. His battery is... oh, it's 80%. Damn, that means the magic number really is maxing it. Do I really want to do that? Yeah, I mean, it's fun to use Hohenheim. He is a nice budget option to have. You're not going to use Waver's skill. Unless you were like, oh god, I need the damage. Yeah, Ripcaster gems. That's nice to have, though. That really is useful. Especially when they do those rare stages where there's a bunch of enemies out and then the reinforcements show up immediately. Having more options. Like, Hohenheim is actually really good for those stages if the enemy's HP is low. They probably drop the tier 3 mat on this stage. Wait, that is the tier 3 one. And before this is starting NP? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I still want it regardless. Okay, it does not. But I kind of want to test if Tom can NP 3 times without Castoria. Probably not. I'm sure he can do 2, but... oh crap! I forgot. I should not have started in stage 1 because he already has his NP. Trying to think if there's any way to rectify that without just whiffing. I don't think so. I think I just have to whiff. That's kind of rough. It's either that or you try to get Hohenheim to do 28k. Well, you know what? Let's find out. I'll give him this because he's not going to need the attack buff. What do you think, chat? Does why is Hohenheim at 92%? Did I not level up his first skill? Oh no. Okay. We fucked up, chat. Yeah, his first skill I think is rank 8. God damn it. Man, I would really like to know if he can do 28k here. I mean, he's got double attack up. No, he's got attack up, flat damage up. And then, no, he has double attack up and then art up. I could throw out Waver's attack up. I'm trying to think if that would screw us. Probably, well, I guess, fuck it. Fuck it. Having to make up for, I mean, we need the damage, I suppose, anyway. The real question is, can he do 21k? Or hell, 19k, because if he can't even do the 19k, then we're super doomed here. Oh, he got it. No, there we go. That's numbers. Okay, he did not get the main one, though. Well, I have to whiff the battery skill no matter what. Starting like this would only be good if it was one of those super hard free quests where there's like a single enemy on a wave, right? But it's not one of those, so it just doesn't matter. Yeah, I have to just whiff it. Oh, well. We do get the NP up, right? Something. All right. Now he's kind of cheating because he has an event bonus, so he can get overkill sooner than normal because of that, typically. But I mean, we're not using Castoria, so I think it's fair enough. This man has got anime hair. Like not low tier anime. That's a wow. I know the event bonus, but still. What was the refund? Whoa, that is without Castoria, man. Jeez, look at that. I don't even need waivers stuff. I could just do this. That is crazy. Get that NP damage up just to see the numbers here. Man, with double Castoria, that's gonna be ridiculous. The Owl Gramps, yeah. $79 again. Wow. I kind of want to see that with double Castoria just to see how broken it is. Yeah, you probably could triple loop, actually. Yeah, you could do double Hohenheim, Jufu. The damage would suffer a bit. That doesn't matter here, though. And even if he wasn't an event servant, I think that stage he could do. Now, some stages that are harder, maybe not. But that is a legit possibility. Good luck finding anyone to slot Hohenheim, though. But obviously, if double Hohenheim, Jufu works, you could summon a Franz Castoria, right? You have your Hohenheim, Franz Castoria, and then Jufu in case of emergency. Because you might not even need Jufu, depending, especially on, like, you have super scope and that kind of thing. I don't really need those, but I don't know what else to take. Is this one I haven't done? Is this like a bonus one? I don't know why it's got that weird text there. Let me see. Is this right here is another... Oh, no, that's not a fight, though. That's the 0 AP. Okay, hold on. Is it just letting you repeat the one? Oh, I see. It's like the day-night. Okay. So it's just for fun, but no loot. Cool background, though. Oh, another free quest. Chat, we can use whoever we want. We could use Summer Valkyrie, we could use regular Valkyrie, and there's so many looping options these days. Or we could do 3 DPS. Let's do 3 DPS and keep it budget. Let's do that. Just summon someone for the loot here. I bet you the bronze mat will drop as well, but... Yeah, 3 DPS can be pretty fun. They could make him one of the three just to show off his team support, but he is an event servant, so maybe not. So there's Romulus, like 3-star Romulus. Obviously Spartacus and Rosh are still good. I'm not necessarily using him because we just used him, but I want to see like the usual. Oh yeah, Medusa, actually pretty hard hitter. Columbus, Black Bart, and those can be good because of the team buffs. A lot of units with AoE and battery. Piano, Antonio, I presume. He's not actually, sadly, he's not really good if you're doing 3 DPS. He's better if you're doing like the setup I just did with the, with Tom, because he has no battery or any of that stuff. Do a team of just old men. I'll do that in a second. Like that one may not be able to 3-turn. I guess it depends on what we consider an old man, because you got like a VC Braun and stuff like that. If you put in restrictions like that, your ability to 3-turn does go down a lot. But I guess sometimes that's more fun. Like honestly, 3-turning sucks, let's be honest. I kind of want to use Medusa. I haven't used her in a while. Columbus is fine for this. Honestly, he's kind of okay for this. There's always Spartacus. Sadly, he's kind of meh with no battery. I wonder if there's any bronze enemies here. Then Black Bart's good. Okay, these two for sure. Who else? Chad, I don't think this is allowed. I don't think I get to do that. Because he's level 100. That's a good final wave one. Just because he is level 100. Let me think. Hector hits pretty hard. Arash hits pretty hard. You know what? That's pretty fair, isn't it? Because, like, he's budget as it gets. He is grailed, but only one grail, so... Not exactly budget, but fuck it. So she, 20% battery, 20% starting NP, so she needs 60% or more. Looks a bit kind of awkward. There's not a lot of 60% starting NP PEs. And then he is also 20, and then 20, so he also needs 60. Oh fuck, he doesn't have his passive leveled up. Well, we'll just give him K-scope. I think 1 K-scope, if not limit broken, is fine. And then you can always use the switch Mystic Code if you don't think you have enough damage or something. Someone that has 3 turn buffs, maybe? Gotta be a low star here. Let me think about that. I mean, there's always David. The Black Bart, but those are 1 turn. Yeah, David's fine. And then we need Bond with the new girl. Get coins. That's not her. I don't know why I keep clicking that. That is a significantly lamer unit. Don't at me. Honestly, it takes no mental fortitude for me to not roll. I don't actually like most of the 5 stars that they add to the game. Also, I've never had like a gambling addiction or anything like that. I have always been good with my money. It takes 0 willpower. It's kind of like you're not brave if you weren't afraid, right? Like if you face a foe that you weren't afraid of, you're not brave. Right? It's just not how it works. You're brave because you did something even though you were afraid, right? That's bravery. So it literally takes no effort on my part. So this is what it is. Okay, I guess Romulus goes first because he gives them the buff. He did not land his attack buff, but it's probably fine. All right, killed all of them, no problem. And then, I wish this was a slightly harder stage, but... Columbus is a rare unit, though, that has a battery and then a team buff, so if you want to... Well, I guess Romulus, too, but... Actually, that is really nice on Romulus when I think about it, because there's not a lot of units that can battery into their NP, and then also give the team damage. Like, Kid Gill doesn't have a battery. Alright. She should do pretty good damage. She's upgraded quick. Double attack up. He didn't kill it, actually. Obviously, you can do 31k, no problem, but... I was hoping for slightly better damage than that. Maybe if, Arash was a buffer. 150. Arash may not need this buff. Oh, you know what? I could have swapped him out last turn and given this charisma to... She still, I don't think, would have done 100k, though. Alright. Can Arash do it? Probably. He's got triple attack buff. I mean, oh, how much did that do? Damn, he didn't quite get it. I mean, we're still 3-turning, but it's a little sloppy there. Dang. But as of right now, there haven't been animation updates in ages, but they could, you know, they could add them again at any time. You know, we just have no idea. I wouldn't hold your breath, though. Hopefully they add them. All right, someone said old men only. I have, okay. I'm not gonna handicap myself at all. Like, I'm gonna use my super scope, right? I'm gonna use what I got. See what happens here. Chat, how lenient are we gonna be with old man, right? I don't know if I can summon, like, is Merlin an old man? Because he's like, he is like age-wise quite old. Does that count? I gotta summon somebody here though. If I can find someone that's old. I don't know if I'll use them. I'll probably throw them in the back, but I gotta stay on brand if we can. Yeah, I think what chat wants is they need to look like an old man. Like, not an old, like, Hans doesn't count, is what I'm getting at here. Look, we're set on mixed, just their whole support list, and I haven't seen a single old, that's like middle-aged. Okay, there we go, that's, yeah, that counts, there we go, that's fine. Alright. Old men only. Well, obviously the new guy, I guess I have to use him in stage 3, and I'm not allowed to ever switch. I think that's like the only fair way to do that. No battery nonsense. Okay, who is an old man? I don't think this counts, that's a robot. Look, Canis has white hair, guys. Guys, it's a grandma, right? This counts. This is this is in. Where's Baba Yaga, by the way? Or Baba Yaga, or however you say it. Does a Visibron count? I'm guessing no, because yellow hair, but he is older. We got Sitting Master in here somewhere. That definitely counts. Damn, there is not a lot of old dudes in this game. Wait, do I not have Sitting Master leveled? Oh no. Not that he's AoE or anything, but jeez, there are not a lot of old guys in this game. Hassan, like, that kind of works, but like he's technically like blue flame and armor. It's more like his voice actor is an older guy. He is the oldest one, but that doesn't mean he's summoned in an old body. All these people, like age-wise, were like born a really, really, really long time ago, but they're like being summoned in bodies aren't necessarily old. Oh yeah, Zhongzhu. Okay, that's one. Good call. Oh, Columbus. No, yeah, Columbus counts. I think that's old enough. Okay. Yeah, yeah, William Tell. We already got one, but we might double up if we have to. Did I already put Columbus on? Yeah, I did. Zhongzhu's on. Blackbeard doesn't count. I think Gilles de Rais is not quite. Ben K does look kind of old. He has no hair, so it's harder to tell, but I think he is kind of old. Chat, he's not gonna help with farming at all. Yeah, he honestly does look decently old, but he wouldn't even help. Hector, he refers to himself as old. Does that count, chat? Because obviously he's not nearly as old as the other ones. I mean, he could have dyed his hair, right? Oh, I think Babbage counts. I really do. I think Babbage fucking counts. Like, because when he's famous, he's much older. He's obviously just, you know, put himself in the robot body, but very much with his voice and everything, it's from his older years. I think absolutely. Because like when he was famous, it's when he's older, and like his voice absolutely is like in his older years. So I think that's fair. Also, we basically don't have another older character. Oh, yeah, they need to add more. Yagyu would be perfect. I apparently don't have him leveled. I think I have him. I just don't think I leveled him. More of a Lancelot, guys, though. Could do double William Tell. I don't really want to do double, though. Do I not have Sitting Master? That's crazy. I guess I don't. That's kind of whack. I thought I had him. I know some of my ults do. Extra Vlad would definitely count. I don't think I have Extra Vlad. My ult does, obviously, but my ult's got him grailed. But I don't think I have Extra Vlad over here. But he would definitely count. I think Evisibron is older, but you know, he's got gold hair, so I guess that's the thing. Yeah, I think Astolfo was like the last GSSR we ever did, and I was just like, fuck that. I've got some weird stuff in here, and you don't even want to see my second storage. Oh, I got regular Orion / Artemis today when rolling, so that was a thing. I mean, we got a grandma, but I don't think that counts. Chat, I don't know what else we can fit in here. I mean, there's King Hassan. I mean, he's definitely implied to be older, right? But it is like, I mean, it's like the best we're gonna get. Like, I can't think of anyone else to put on the team. Either that or double William Tell. Yeah, he is known as Old Man of the Mountain. That's a good point. That's a good fucking point. I think that's good enough. Okay, what the hell is this team? These two seem like good picks for the first two waves. Honestly, I think we'll be fine. I don't think the only issue we might have is the final baddie. I kind of want to do chat. I think to be fair, I have to use him for wave 1, so I can't take advantage of the event bonus. So yeah, we'll have him clear wave 1. And if he can loop, he's allowed to go again. But his first NP must be on wave 1. I think that is totally fair. Oh god, his skills aren't leveled. Oh, hold on. He's 1-1, was that 8 or 6? 1-1-8, and then he's got his passive. So what does he get? He is at 44% battery, so he's at 54. So he can NP off the rip. Okay, this is gonna get tricky. I really wish one of these two was a godforsaken buffer, like a team buffer. The second NP is gonna be a bit rough. I wish William Tell had a starting NP. You can use Gramps though. He hits harder, I bet. Maybe I don't, if I'm allowed to use my super scope, maybe I don't even use him that way. Do that or I double NP, but I think I need him on the last wave. Because Babbage just got like so much damage up. Okay, better idea. Problem is, how am I getting... Damn it, that won't work. Because I gotta use the switch on him. Like, I could just do that. Huh. No damage ups, though. I don't like that. So, his... He still has his own battery on his second skill. I think it's 30%? Nope, it's 50. Of fucking course it's 50 this game. He is not looping though. That is not in the cards here. Yeah, they just CS him all the waves. Like I said, he must NP on wave 1. That's like the nerf, the event bonus. Trying to think which one of these is better. So he can't bring a damage CE, but he's got the 40% attack up. Zhongzhu, what's his team buff? Isn't it like Buster Quick or something stupid? Casters, my god, the wiki is so slow these days. Yeah, he is Quick Art. That doesn't help at all. Like Buster would be way better for, Damn, this is not good. And there's no other old guys, so I have, like, no team buff. The second wave is just not gonna happen. Unless Babbage could one-shot the final wave, right? You would Columbus and Zhongzhu NP on the second wave, and then Babbage the final wave, but I would be pretty surprised if that worked. I think I have to try that though, because everything else I think is worse. Maybe Columbus will get Buster cards on hand too. I think that's the dream. And then you put in King Asan. Babbage Decant Star Bomb. Yeah, maybe I should get Babbage in here just for that. Yeah, that maybe I should have put Babbage instead of him, and then just hope on Columbus. And look, Columbus has no cards really, so that probably would have worked. Damn. We do get his buff though, so that's something. I think this is fair. Let's grab some stars here. Goal is to win in as few turns as possible, not win as fast as possible. Has Cairo seen this guy? Because I think Cairo would like him. Pretty great. And just such a very different design than we've ever had. which is why I'm glad they did it. And I wish frickin' Arc Knights would do that. Okay, we got a Buster card. We have to do 100,000. Should have done that before because I would have made more stars. Okay. Fuck, I didn't give him enough starting NP. Oh no, I forgot. I could have given him K-Scope or whatever. Oh, balls. Yeah, that's not enough. Well, I'll have him NP. So, what? Can I save this somehow? Okay, we have to do 100k. He has attack up. Wait, what is he? He is quick. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh god. Okay, so he has attack up and quick up, and that's it. Yeah, art would have been better because he has double art up. See, Columbus is way better for this turn because he's Buster, so he would get the buff from this guy. You two are so bad together. Like, you do fucking quick Buster. He does fucking art Buster. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He does quick art, right? But then he's quick, right? That's such a bad combo. What do I do? Okay, I might cheat just to see the damage. You know, we could probably do it because of this guy, which kind of feels bad. But his art card will hit so hard, it'll probably work anyway. Yeah, honestly, that sucks. I would have loved to see what Columbus could do there because he had a good amount of buffs for that. I think I could have done that even if that guy did not have the event bonus. I think him hitting there and then Columbus, I think it would have worked. I think they have this, though. Wait, no, I never got his NP. Oh my god, dude. That's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, if I just gave him, like, Sakura scope or K scope, I think this would have worked. Oh, I'm mad now. Like, I think his NP, how much damage would it need to do? He would need to do 45k. Actually, he will only need to do, like, 40k or whatever, because you can finish him off with the one normal attack. Well, we tried. Ball dropped. Columbus never got to do his normal card damage. I know Gramps didn't kill, but he got it so low that obviously Columbus would kill it. So it's fine. It's because he's NP1. So I guess that's the time lock for today. I don't think we're allowed to do anymore. There's the nighttime fight, but I think it's just the same with no loot. I think maybe the board's slightly different, but none of those were hard enough for an alternate version to be of note. Yeah, we're at time gate. I'm guessing this is an event damage bonus or some nonsense. Might need it for the challenge quest. The challenge quest will probably be good. They normally are. That's the one thing that I do always enjoy in FGO. Oh, I'm at 9 out of 9. Hold on, let me fix that. Grab some QP in here. I need to, I'm so annoyed. I'm having to get the command spell upgrades for Ku. I don't want to do that, but I just know if I don't do that, people are gonna be like, well, he's not maxed yet. Even though those don't matter, and it's more like buffing the master more so than the servant. And I don't use CS, so it's not for anything serious. Bring a bond boost here. As much as I want Mori bond, I probably should. He's not even close to getting any coins. So I should probably switch in, whoops. I should probably switch in the new girl so I can at least get her to bond 5. Yeah, that's user-friendly. Not that bond 5 is actually enough for her to get her second passive, but it gets her where she needs less copies from FP Summon. Because she is getting added to FP Summon later. Where's Leo at? This is like the first time I put Leo in the back row. He's gotten almost all of his bond just through solos and stuff. And like actual challenge quests. They use them in challenge quests a lot. I don't know why I'm clicking her. Waver could be bond 11 already. I kept him at bond 10 for so long. And then I was like, you know, I really should just do that. Whew. Mordred's going places. I need more Mori copies. The last time it was rated up, it went so badly. That was infuriating. 9 out of 9. Yeah, thankfully, I know I wasn't already at 9 out of 9. I was at 6 out of 9 earlier. And then when, like, the day switched over, I capped. But I need to use, like, as many of those as possible. I might as well do that. I am not the only person that has a bunch of apples, by the way. There's nothing special to it. I actually feel the opposite. I don't know how people... I fundamentally don't understand how other people don't have apples. Like, what are you doing? Using your apples on, like, you know, the first 3 days of an event when the free quests are garbage? Like, what are you... Like, literally, what are you doing? Right? Because I've, like, cleared every event that has ever happened in FGO. And, you know, I don't need to use them. I gain apples every event because, of course you do. Like, to do the math. Like, I have no idea what people are doing to run out of apples. That has always confused the hell out of me. Like, if you wait to use your apples in an event until the final farming stage is available, right? The ratio of like AP to drop efficiency is so much higher that you don't actually have to use that much, you know, extra AP. Wow, this no buster cards here. I almost want to give Mordred the art up and see if I'm actually curious if Lancelot. She probably could kill anyway, but like I'm curious how much she'll do here, and then I want to see if Lancelot then can kill without the art up. And like, you think this account's bad? Like, my ult accounts have even more apples because I don't actually log in to use the AP all the time, so they end up like stockpiling like crazy. Like, even if I log in to like grab an apple they're giving out for free, I don't always, you know, use the AP that I have sitting there. Oh, yeah, I guess I would kill here anyway because Mordred can loop off of that. That's pretty silly. I'll do that though. Let's see if that kills. I've never seen this enemy live because I always give Lancelot the art up, but I want to... Well, he lived. Not by a lot, but he's dead now, though. We could do a different team for this stage, just for funsies. Woo, that was a lot of bond. All right, that next bond rank must cost very little. Although efficiency is good for the bond. And I'm kind of lazy to make another team here. Yeah, obviously, if you make a new account, you're not going to have 1,000 apples overnight. Of course not. But I've literally made a bunch of accounts on stream and played through the game, and you can see them slowly accumulating apples over time. And those accounts gain apples slower than my main account because I skip almost every event that they ever do because I'm just too lazy to do events on my ult account. So... Like, it really, all it comes down to is, this is it. This is the key. This is the whole thing. It's, do you play for, you know, AP to drop efficiency, or are you using your apples for like, you know, now, go, gas. That is what makes the difference. right? Like, if you're being efficient with your AP, then you will stockpile apples over time. Like, you can't stop it, right? You won't have reasons to use them. Unless you're like a whale and you're getting every... Because here's the thing, I don't whale. So I don't need to farm for, you know, a new servant's materials every, 5 minutes, right? I only have to do it here and there. So I don't have no reason to go out there and farm like regular free quests that much and that kind of thing. Where if you're a whale and you're obtaining new units really frequently, then you have more demands. But the thing is, because I have so many apples, I could keep up with obtaining more servants than I am obtaining, and I would still be gaining apples. Now, I couldn't get all of them by any means, but I could definitely have more. But yeah, if you go like gas now and you're not even thinking about... Because here's another thing. What a lot of people will do is they'll prioritize 3-turning over prioritizing bringing as much like bonus drop over as they can or whatever, right? I don't do that. If it means I have to 4-turn or 5-turn, I'll normally 4-turn or 5-turn if it means I get more AP efficiency. And at this point, I really shouldn't do that anymore. It doesn't actually make a lot of sense anymore. The reason I've always done that, though, was one, it just makes sense, and two, because I'm a content creator, right? Because people like to say, I have like unfair advantages because I've been playing for so long, or because, I don't whale, or, because I have ult accounts. But what they fail to realize is I actually have expenses on my AP that you all don't have because I make videos, right? Do you guys have any idea how much AP I wasted on Fluffy? Obviously, I beat him, like I could beat him, a lot. I could beat him in like a very few tries if I wanted to. But, I was trying to, not use, stupid OP stuff or, poster girl or, CE or any of that kind of crap, right? And that requires a lot more attempts. Same for other challenge quests and main story. And also, just for getting better at the game, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll beat a main story boss fight and then I'll reset. Like I beat it, but then I don't let it go through because I'm like, okay, now let me do that with Robin Hood. Okay, now let me do that with this guy. Now let me do it with Q. Now let me do it. So I experiment with different setups. Then I do it with non-budget and budget. I don't do that for every boss fight ever, but I do that for a lot of boss fights, and that takes a lot of AP, right? And other people don't have to do that. If I didn't have to do that, I would have way more apples. Like holy crap, the amount of apples I have used on just like trial and erroring for learning to play better or trying to optimize something or just trying to beat something in a dumb way that I don't need to beat it in. But yeah, if you find that you have no apples, it's because you're probably, using them at bad times during events. That's a big part of it. But some people go really ham on lotteries, right? But I can't be bought. I'll use some on lotteries, sure, but I don't open like 300 boxes. Why do I don't need to open 300 boxes every lottery. Again, I'm not whaling. If I open 300 boxes every fucking lottery, I would have so many skill gems right now that I would have way more than the amount of servants I would ever level. So it's like that's not even practical. And I could still open more than I'm opening now, right, and still go positive, right, clearly, because I'm very, very, very positive. I don't know why I didn't take my turn here. Also, I never cast Lancelot stars per turn. Thankfully, Mordred doesn't need it, but bit of a mistake there. Is Vintiox still on Fluffy? Like, where is he at? I mean, if you've got over 100, then that's obviously you've gone positive, right? Unless you just obtained those recently. But if you've got 160 gold apples, you may not be in as positive as I am, but you're still, plenty positive there. Still on Fluffy, yeah, that's gonna be tough. At least he's allowed to bring OP stuff, that accompany Phantom, but it's still Phantom. Yeah, keeping Phantom alive is definitely the problem. Like, he has very minimal survivability, and the boss is AoE, so protecting him is harder than normal. Okay, chat. I think I will wrap up there. I got some stuff I got to do today. We'll probably play some more of this tomorrow, and I do want to get some Arknights in here, maybe FGO and Arknights tomorrow. So because I want to see the rest of the main story in Arknights. But obviously I had to play FGO today with the new 3-star and all that, which we do need to test her more. We didn't really push her much. All those stages we did with her were so scuffed and whatnot. I'd love to, you know what I'd love to do, chat? Story replay. Go fight Gwen with 1 to 3 stars and 1 to 3-star craft essences, and then use her instead of Robin like I normally do, and see how she does. That would be really interesting to see. But, you know, and use everyone level 70, you know, no Grail stuff, because, you know, Gwen's, you know, old content. So, but no, can't do that. Maybe someday. Anyways, I'm out of here, chat. We will raid Cairo. And I should be streaming tomorrow, and we'll try to do FGO and Arc Knights, then I swear we'll get back to Elden Ring at some point. Anyways, take care, everybody.